GGs, Dandadas, Hyenas, Scuba Divers who learned from Scuba Steve was criminating, y'all. I rock with the King X. Don't forget the Kennedy doing his millimeter march right here on YouTube. We conducting ourselves the most highest. Dandada, likes what you make it. Can't love it, can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. GG, you heard Dandada? We standing on business. Remember, likes what you make it. Can't love it, can't hate it. It's gonna be simply what you make it. We're doing our millimeter march right here on YouTube. We conducting ourselves the most highest. Dandada. We're in the elevator. Whose elevator? God's elevator on the way to the top. Remember, God chose you because he knew he could trust you. You God's best kept secret. Right now, we got Gucci Mane on the roster. We got your boy Gucci Mane. He's on the roster, bro. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Mane. I don't know what's up with Gucci right now, and I don't think Gucci Mane understands what's up with him either, Like, he let some young boys make him crash out and double down on his statement that he retracted. That shit seems like niggas is starting to feel bad for Pooh Shiesty, because I swear to God, Pooh Shiesty probably thought over and over about this plan, and Pooh Shiesty probably never thought that Gucci Mane would actually do him dirty, He didn't think that Gucci Mane was gonna do him this dirty, bro. Like, that shit hit different, bro. You got Gucci Mane, retracting his statement, then doubling down on the statement, Then he's telling everything that you actually did, at the spot, That shit hit different, bro. We gonna have to stay more legitimate than ever, But the feds, they said they're not letting up, They're not letting up on nothing. Pooh Shiesty, he's a fucking menace to society. He's simply just too dangerous to be let out freely on bail, They're not playing with Pooh Shiesty, They got Pooh Shiesty as Memphis, number one hitter, And then the Shiesty mask don't even help out, He got the Shiesty mask involved in it, All this, like, none of that shit's gonna help. None of that shit's gonna matter, GG. We gonna have to stand on business, That's a finna indie, So let's stay more aware than ever, bro. Like, what's really going on with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane? Why did Gucci Mane actually retract his statement and then double down on the statement? Like, yo, fuck that. We gonna let him rot, What is going on, Does Yo Gotti got anything to do with this? Is this between them two, This is getting real spooky real quick, That's a finny indie, no act.
Guilty when he goes to court. There's zero chance he beats this case whatsoever.
Suspects involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Preseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the 9th and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty.
Damn, nigga, they took down 9 people. Pooh Shiesty came out of jail, nigga, took 9 people out. I'm saying, was this necessary of Pooh Shiesty? Did Pooh Shiesty actually had to go all out, and do him and do Gucci Mane that dirty? It's like he backstabbed Gucci Mane, but for his family, and then his dad helped him out. Like, what's your dad helping you out for, bro? Like, what's going on with you, bro? Why is your dad helping you, on a situation? Why is your dad helping you out, on a situation that you should have handled yourself, or a situation that Big Scar's family should have handled, because this stems from Big Scar's situation. You know what I'm saying, So it's a crazy situation, man. The paperwork don't lie, Gucci Mane, he ain't playing, I don't know what Gucci Mane on, I guess he made it to a level that he's going legitimate, strictly legit. He's a civilian, so he don't give a fuck what people got to say about him. But damn, Gucci, this is getting crazy, real brutal.
He's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Sheisty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and 2 others were allegedly kidnapped kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed onto Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
What they did to our kids is up, man. A global social media.
Pooh Shiesty, they put Pooh Shiesty in a dilemma, now. Will we have went the same route that Pooh Shiesty? I mean, Suge Knight been on that time in Suge Knight been over here doing his 1-2, he been making people sign the paperwork over and over and Did Pooh Shiesty do it the wrong way? Was there another way to do this, to get him out his deal, not fuck with Gucci Mane never again, Was there another way to do it, Like, why did he go so bananas, on your boy Gucci, It's crazy.
For
real.
months, Pooh Shiesty is innocent. He coming home. He ain't do nothing. The feds don't got no real evidence on Shiesty. Gucci not even testifying no more. What they got him? Some pictures of him outside the studio? Where the evidence that man Shiesty be home tomorrow? Shout out to my brother, Lawyer for Workers, aka Mo. We love Mo on this channel. Mo is an amazing reporter, amazing journalist, amazing lawyer. But Mo been telling us Pooh Shiesty was gonna beat this case, and this case is weak for months. The feds just responded back, it ain't. Now, the one thing we learned today, Brett, the feds will conceal what they have for as long as they can. So the feds was forced to give us the evidence today because they was responding to a memorandum of Pooh Shiesty trying to get out of jail. He was trying to get bond. And one of the clauses that his lawyers presented, judge, they don't got no physical evidence on him. They don't got no real evidence that Pooh Shiesty committed these crimes. Let him out of jail. So the feds had to respond back with, no, we got a lot. We just didn't reveal it. And they revealed it all. First off, we learned today that Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane really only had one little discrepancy in their contract negotiation. Like Pooh Shiesty, for the most part, was still on board to be signed to Gucci Mane. He just wanted Gucci Mane to turn over one thing. And because of that one thing is why Pooh Shiesty crashed out. The only discrepancy they really had, which makes this thing just all that more ridiculous, Pooh Shiesty wanted Gucci Mane to give him back his masters. So they were negotiating this while Pooh Shiesty was still incarcerated. And Gucci Mane was kind of receptive and open to all the other demands, but Gucci Mane just wouldn't, under no circumstance, give him back his master.
Why would he give him back his masters, He made you. He's like, yo, this nigga's gonna go sign with the ops after I fucking made him and this situation between me and then Young Dolph is gone, And now he wants to go sign with the odds because his cousin Big Scarface, Scar, Big Scar, we gotta get right, Gigi. Shit, he had let him just go do his own thing. I mean, he should have, Like, this nigga wants to leave, then, Like, you know what I'm saying? Go somewhere else. It doesn't matter to me, I'm not holding on to you, bro, We'll see each other later on, and we're gonna see each other in a bit, But damn, the Gucci Mane, just crash out, Gucci Mane went overboard, The Gucci Mane actually just crashed out, for no, just blatantly, give the feds everything, And is it okay, I mean, if a Caucasian person did this shit, y'all niggas wouldn't even care, It's like the Caucasian people don't got no fucking, they could tell, they could call the cops, they could tell you I'm about to call the cops and y'all not gonna care, but Gucci Mane does some shit like that, as a civilian, y'all not feeling it, because y'all like, yo, he stands for something, quarter brick, half a brick, every hood nigga will listen to quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick, hey, like that nigga Gucci Mane, he's like a pioneer for this shit, he actually one of them people, but we got to stay righteous, GG. You know what I'm saying? Now, your boy Pooh Shiesty crashed out, nigga, because he wants to get out of his deal. Is this the right way to get out the deal? Or should you just... I feel like he should have been like, yo, I'm trying to get out the deal. I'm going to pay you out, like Rollo did. Rollo paid himself out, and then if Gucci Mane didn't want him to sign him after that, then he could have went on, and did what he did, Everybody would have been clapping for him. Like, yo, you wasn't trying to sign him. He should have started some subscription seats, or some tension, between them, Like, yo, I'm trying to get out my deal, And then, you know what I'm saying, situation would happen, niggas do the thing. But, damn, Pooh is looking at 30 years, bro. He don't got 30 years to give, bro. The 8 years was too much. 1 day is too much. People who's getting locked up, 1 day is way too much, the data, but you have to be knocked off the data and caged in.
And that's what pissed off Pooh Shiesty and led him to do this. The feds have somehow obtained the messages between Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty from Gucci Mane's perspective, which shows that Gucci Mane is still cooperating with the feds. So that lie that I guess Gucci Mane stated where he's not talking no more, he's not cooperating with the police, that's cat. Pooh Shiesty's lawyer was misled because Gucci Mane is still cooperating. Gucci Mane is still talking. Gucci Mane at this point is trying to get Pooh Shiesty life, bro. This is how it appears. So Gucci Mane arrives, and obviously we know the story by now. They bring Gucci to the studio, and they rob Gucci, and they got it on camera where Gucci Mane is signing the release forms.
And the crazy part is, why the fuck would you let Pooh Shiesty nigga come check you out, the data? You're not prepared for anything, the data. I don't give a fuck who this dude is, the data. I'm prepared, bro, for everything, the data. First of all, the data, this ain't no nigga that grew up on in the 6th, the data, the east side of Atlanta with you, the data. This ain't no OJ the Juice, man. This ain't this person. This ain't people who grew up with you, bro. This is Pooh Shiesty, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's in his own city. He got his own thing, the data. And you know what they gonna say, the data? You know what they say, the data? Like you only as loyal as the day that you seen somebody, the data. If you ain't seen him like that, the data, Pooh Shiesty's loyal to other people. Maybe he was loyal to some niggas in jail, the data. Maybe he was loyal to his people in the feds. Maybe situations that occurred that he just thinking like, yo, this nigga's eating off me, never send me nothing. And like, what the fuck? This nigga made hella money off me. Why is Yo Gotti sending me money? Because Yo Gotti sent his father, but he gotta understand, nigga, there's good cops and there's bad cops, nigga. So the niggas who's playing the good cop, he's still a cop, and the nigga who's playing the bad cop, he's still a cop, the data. So if Yo Gotti, the data, he's still over here paying you, the data. He's only doing that so you could cause tension, the data. Yo Gotti ain't doing that because he wants to fuck with you hard body. No, he's just trying to take fucking you from Gucci, so this shit right here don't occur. Yo Gotti don't give a fuck if you doing like behind bars. Yo Gotti don't even give a fuck, the data. Yo Gotti ain't even hearing none of that shit, the data. That's a finna ain't no act. It get crazy, the data, to the bone, the data. And Gucci Mane has bigger fish to fry because Young Dolph was independent. Gucci Mane's independent. He got his own record. They don't want people to succeed, the data, and strive in this music industry going crazy, the data. They don't want that shit to be happening like that, the data. So shit gets a little tension, the data. Gets a little awry, the data.
Now, Pooh Shiesty got the release forms, but he said it was not enough, so they recorded him, and he told Big 30 to record Gucci. Now, here's the thing. Until now, we were wondering, okay, do the feds got the video of, like, Gucci Mane saying, hey, I'm Gucci Mane, and I just released Pooh Shiesty from the...
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside.
That's crazy. He told him take a video of Gucci Mane signing in the data so it can, like, you already on video signing it over. It's you signing. You can't say, oh, someone signed it for you. You can't say someone fraud your premiership. It's you on video signing over. Now, the data, we need to know the data. How did you get on video signing this over, the data? So Gucci Mane's like, all right, bet. Show the clips. And he showed niggas coming in with guns. He showed niggas holding the paperwork. He showed niggas forcing him the data to sign it over. Shit gets a little crazy, the data. You heard? Shit gets
recorded. Now, we was told when Big 30 was pulled over, he like cracked his phone, he damaged his phone, so they couldn't get in the phone at the moment. But apparently the feds got a way to recover it, and they recovered it. So not only do the feds got statements from Gucci Mane and all the victims present, the feds now have the video of Gucci Mane signing the release under duress with a pistol like nearby. And the fans also got the video of Gucci Mane saying, I'm releasing Pooh Shiesty out of this contract. Now these...
Nah, Gucci, the data, you shouldn't even allow the data Pooh Shiesty to come in the building with a gun, the data, to even put it near you, the data. You should never even allow these people. These people should got checked at the door, bro. Like, yo, you getting... The niggas can't come in here with straps, the data, point blank period, the data. I mean, that's regular situations, bro. We thinking you're a mobster, bro. If you go to the cartel, right? And you're part of that cartel, like that's you're part of this cartel, nigga. Your uncle runs the cartel. You still gotta leave the gun at the door. Like, why you letting these niggas coming in with all these straps, nigga? Dracos, knives, nigga. No, I don't feel no way telling you, yo, leave the gun at the door. No guns could come in this premises. The data ain't no guns coming in this premises. I don't feel no sort of way saying no shit like that. The data, the cartel it's law, nigga. They're not gonna let you come in here, nigga, with a gun. You might feel a sort of way. The big boss, done did something. He must have smoked someone's family. Cousins and everything's outside. How would this ever work, bro? How would it work? So we gotta stand our business, You know what I'm saying? So he should have told niggas they can't even come in with straps. You should have even. Gucci Mane should never been in that predicament oh, he's my artist. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, see my nigga, we gonna make it through, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Nah, that's not how shit works, bro. That's not how shit works. You don't put trust in nobody, bro. You don't put, leave them guns outside, Niggas ain't even coming here with straps, bro. So if anything would have happened, they would have fought. You know what I'm saying? And you should have some people that are strapped up. You're the only one that should have a strap in that situation.
I'm using these nincompoops. Like took a video of Gucci Mane saying this with a man with an AK-47 nearby. The feds have officially announced they got the video of the robbery. This is Pooh Shiesty's daddy walking in with the contract in his hand. This is Gucci Mane right here. This is Gucci Mane right here. This is Pooh Shiesty. This is the dude with the rifle as they're getting Gucci.
That could have been a security guard, His dad having the contract in his hand while he's walking in is wild crazy. He got the contract in his hand, I don't know why they didn't show Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane's right there, I guess they had to record this whole situation. They had to record it. Maybe they thought that Gucci Mane wasn't going to tell. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they just automatically thought Gucci Mane was going to be on their side. Like, that's very dumb to think like, oh yeah, Gucci Mane's so real. We gonna rob him for $3 million or whatever the case may be, or we gonna get him for a contract signing, and he's not gonna tell on us. Like, Gucci Mane ain't on your side, Like, criminals is so ridiculous. Like, you really think that Gucci Mane was not gonna tell on you, bro? Like, why wouldn't he tell on you, bro? Because he's a real nigga? Nah, you gotta put. If you was gonna do something, nigga, you should have been like, oh yeah. If Gucci Mane wasn't gonna be here right now at present time, maybe you could have got away with that. If you was gonna do something else to him, maybe but you actually put your shit on some dude. Like, boom, my people's they got knocked off right? And they said, yo, you could get out right now. You could get out in a week. You're gonna stay here for a week, or you could get out right now on probation, 19 months probation, or whatever the case may be, And they was like, well, what you mean in a week I could get out free? He said, yeah, all you gotta do is just wait a week, and if the dude don't show up, then you're good. Niggas ain't waiting for the dude to show up or not show up. We don't know if the dude's gonna show up, but in our instance, man, he is gonna show up. Most people are gonna show up, nigga. They don't like you. Oh yeah, we gonna show up. We gonna rat on this nigga. So nah, give me the 19 months probation. I'm out of here. I'm not putting my situation, on another person, that we got smoked with, Like, if this is the cartel's gonna tell them, yo, send that niggas up the road, Like, the cartel plays different, bro. The cartel will play way different than how y'all play, That's a finny no act.
Mane to sign the paperwork. Why would you include the dude who is holding Gucci Mane under duress? If you're going to make somebody sign a contract under duress, wouldn't you make them sign a contract under duress without the person with the gun in the video? But they got the dude with the gun in the video. In the same video, Gucci Mane is signing the contract, which falls in line with what everything Gucci is saying, which is, hey, he lured me to Dallas, brought me to the studio, pulled a gun out on me, made me sign this contract, which destroys Pooh Shiesty's initial defense of what contract? We don't know what they're talking about. He didn't sign no contract.
Yeah, what contract? Ain't no contract. He didn't, bro. Right? Pooh Shiesty said he didn't even sign a contract. So Gucci Mane, wasn't gonna. Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? They never gave the contract to the people yet, right? So they trying to beat the charge. They saying that Gucci Mane didn't sign a contract, So while he's saying that, nigga, there's a video of a person holding a gun right to fucking this nigga Gucci Mane, right? And having him sign a contract on mother effing video, And the dude happened to be from Memphis. Now that's different.
Because Bradford Cohen, I think that's his lawyer. Bradford Cohen was his old lawyer. When he did an interview with Lawyer in Crime, he says, yo, Pooh Shiesty's daddy going to Staples and printing out paperwork. He was printing out rap lyrics for Pooh Shiesty. He didn't print out no contract. What contract? Now them folks got the contract. Now them folks got videos of Gucci signing the contract. So now that defense is out the window. And if you read through this contract, you will see how absolutely ridiculous that the expectations are that somebody actually signed this with a sober mind. These folks put a clause in the contract where if anything in this contract is deemed invalid, illegal, or unenforceable in any respect by a court of competent jurisdiction, the validity, legality, and enforceability of the remaining provisions shall not be affected or impaired. The party agreed that any such invalid, illegal, or unenforceable provisions shall be deemed modified to the minimum extent necessary to make it valid and enforceable, and the agreement shall be enforced as so modified. So these folks think that the courts will see this contract and that Gucci Mane, a man who's been doing record deals for damn near 20 or 30 years, will sign a contract where it says, hey, man, if this contract is 90% illegal, the courts don't got any right to deem it unenforceable. We would just have to modify this to the minimum and we'll still carry it back to what? This had to have been written by Pooh Shiesty daddy, bro.
That shit crazy though, Dada. Why the fuck did Pooh Shiesty Yo Gotti told Pooh Shiesty dad to write that stupid ass shit, Dada, not knowing that they don't give a fuck about Pooh Shiesty. And Pooh Shiesty, they win and Pooh Shiesty's locked up and Pooh Shiesty's out, Dada. Pooh Shiesty about to take over the game, Dada. Pooh Shiesty was gonna be the rapper, Dada. Not take over the game, but he was gonna fill in that spot, Dada, for Little Dirk, because there's always two sides, Dada. You know what I'm saying? There's this side and there's that side. So somebody's going like there's a lot of Dirk fans, Dada, that needs to be fed, Dada. They just not gonna go migrate towards fucking NBA Youngboy, but they might, Dada. So now, Dada, that Pooh Shiesty is out, Dada. He's thinking that, but he went right back in. But is it okay for Pooh Shiesty to go back in? Was Pooh Shiesty was going to get himself, Dada? Pooh Shiesty, this is the beginning of Pooh Shiesty's troubles, Dada, because Pooh Shiesty still had beef. Pooh Shiesty still had to go against the grain. Pooh Shiesty still had to go against a lot of things, Dada, that was happening, Dada. So what makes you think that Pooh Shiesty was going to win? Maybe Pooh Shiesty seen that he was going to lose and he's losing and he wanted to be independent so he could stay away from all the drama, Dada. But that shit was going. You should have just stood on Gucci Mane's side, Dada. He didn't want to fuck with Gucci Mane at all. So that shit hit different.
Ain't no lawyer in their right mind wrote this. They gave timestamps for the video. So apparently at this timestamps, it's depicting Pooh Shiesty's daddy holding a document in the recording room. Also featured are Pooh Shiesty and, again, Gucci Mane. At this timestamp, they got like Glover holding a Draco, which apparently like Glover nickname is Chopper. They got him holding a Draco in front of the recording room door. And at 11, they're depicting RD releasing Pooh Shiesty from the contract. And I think this stands for minutes, by the way, not seconds. This stands for minutes. This stands for hour. So at the beginning of the video, Pooh Shiesty's daddy is walking in with the contract. At 5 minutes, they got a dude outside the door holding a gun, making sure Gucci Mane can't leave. Now they could probably paint this as no. He was protecting Gucci, right? He was standing outside making sure that nobody comes in to harm Gucci, right? But then at the 11-minute mark, they got Gucci signing the contract. So now the feds got the video. But they got much more than that, though. Much more than that. See, before the meetup, the feds were able to obtain the messages from Pooh Shiesty and his gang before the meetup where they were scheduling this entire thing. They were smart enough to communicate through the app called Signal. I don't think I think Signal works like Telegram to where their messages, for the most part, the feds can't really get to it if the feds really wanted to. However, you got to delete the messages and delete the app if you're going to talk through Signal, because they didn't. Months after they committed this crime and this robbery, while they knew the feds were after them, because they were smart enough to tell the victims, hey, man, we'll give you guys back your jewelry, bro. Please don't go to the feds. Please don't talk to them. So they knew for the most part that the feds were after them, or law enforcement was after them, because they was begging the witnesses not to come forward and they will give them their jewelry back.
Protein so tasty, even Hercules calls it a flex. Divine taste, legendary protein.
Crazy part is, nigga, they don't want their jewelry back. They got insurance on their jewelry. Like, you think people's holding a $20,000 watch, the dollar, and not putting insurance on it? Nah, they got insurance on their jewelry. So they was waiting for this day, their whole life, so they could buy a new watch, get a new watch, and do they want to, bro. It's not just a situation that they swear to God, that they're not gonna get in trouble, That shit hit different, bro. Real, that's gonna hit different. What makes you think that they want their jewelry back, Dada? They don't want that shit back. They want their money. They want money. They probably was waiting their whole life to lose that shit. Like, yo, I spent this shit on wrong. I spent this shit wrongly, Dada. I did this, I did that. Nah, you did, Dada. But at the end of the day, they're gonna get it back. He said, nah, we're gonna give it back. Nigga, we don't want that shit back, Dada. Get your insurance claims for it. Matter of fact, we'll pay for it, Dada. Make sure that them niggas, Dada, ain't never coming out. That's probably what happened. They did us dirty. They doing us dirty. I didn't want to see that nigga for another 10 years, 20 years, bro. I haven't been around him for 8 years, so it's like it's already lost. Is Gucci Mane doing bad business deal, or this business deal just went left, Dada? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta understand this whole situation, GG. Yo,
What's good, Brody?
what's poppin', Nitty Knuckles?
Shit in the whip right now on my way home.
All right, Dada. I feel it. We over here talking about your boy Gucci Mane, Dada. Gucci Mane doubled down, Dada, and gave his statements, Dada. He didn't retract them. He told them what it is, Dada. How do you feel about Gucci Mane? Matter of fact, if you put an artist on, nigga, and an artist did that shit to you, Dada, right? How would you, as a grown man and you got plenty of money, Dada, you don't want to crash out, would you go the lawful way, Dada, and go that way, Dada, or would it be a situation that you just gotta handle it yourself? You know what I'm saying? How would that situation end up, Dada? Do you feel like Gucci Mane did something? Matter of fact, do you feel like Gucci Mane did something bad? Like Gucci Mane, Dada, like he doubled down on his statements to the FBI, but he retracted them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's the problem is? A lot of motherfuckers kind of think rappers is really, really in the street like that. And they're not in the street like that. They're not in the street like that.
I mean, that situation shows that they in the streets, nigga. Niggas running up to a fucking, like, what is the streets, nigga? Niggas ran into a civilized place, Dada. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like niggas went to the block. Niggas went to a
that's what I'm saying. A legitimate place. That's where he was. You know what I'm saying? That's not the streets. You know what I'm saying? But Gucci Mane, like, I don't know, bro. I ain't got no comment on them niggas. Them niggas, I don't know. I'm so old school with it in a sense that a rat is a rat, my nigga, regardless how you tell it. If you calling the police and you giving statements up, that's a rat.
Yeah.
It's a rat. There's no sugarcoating that shit.
That's a fact. So you feeling like Gucci Mane should have just took that shit to the chin, practically?
Nah, he got money, right? He got money, right?
Yeah.
The things people would do for money. Come on, like, I don't know. Everybody move different.
That is true too. That is true, Dada. That is true, Dada. So you put yourself in a bind, Dada, that you over here going to chase the little nigga around, Dada. Like, you worth 30 million, nigga. The nigga's worth fucking not even a mil, Dada, right now, Dada, at the time, Dada. So you going to chase, so the nigga takes what? The contract, probably a $5 million contract, Dada. Wouldn't you put another $5 million, nigga, to get that $5 million back? Or would you put another $1 million and see what the fuck the goose is going to recover? Or do you tell your people, like, yo, he got a fucking $5 million contract for me, Dada? Like, y'all niggas go get that shit back or somehow, some way, Dada. Then, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, Dada. Like, but Gucci Mane is on a different path right now. He's saying he's a civilian now, Dada. So how does that work? Does a street nigga get to be a civilian anytime in life, Dada? If you're doing civilian shit?
I'm a civilian, but I'm a street nigga at that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a civilian because I got a job. I live legal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a street nigga at heart.
Yeah.
I was born in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, I grew up in the streets. I'm never going to forget the streets.
Mm-hmm. So that type of situation, Dada, you already know. Niggas would do you worse for less. That's why I gotta say.
Exactly.
Less in the hood.
Exactly.
So if someone's over here stealing a fucking anything between 30,000 to $1 million to millions or a contract, Dada, guess what, Dada? There's somebody, Dada, that's looking at that, Dada, that's willing to give up their whole life, nigga, just to even try to get that shit, Dada. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna play that shit. So How do you feel about Pooh Shiesty? All right, we gonna go to Pooh Shiesty. I bet. Gucci Man, I'm out home confinement. Gucci Man owes me money. Let's go to Dallas. Fuck with the CEO. Let's rob the nigga.
That's some street shit right there.
Huh?
That's some street shit right there.
Yeah, facts. It is. It is though.
Nigga owe me money. I'm going to get it.
I hear you, but is that boom? A nigga don't owe you money. He's trying to get released from the contract, Do you pay the nigga to release yourself from the contract, or you like, nigga, you already made enough money from me, to get released from this contract? What you talking about? Pay you for? Go ahead.
See, that shit right there is different because that shit got something to do with the system. You know what I'm saying? It's a contract involved, so the nigga can take you to court. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, and then
the nigga
I'm just saying, why would Gucci hold on to that for? Because he's making money off of it.
Because he made you. Bro, I'm not gonna sit there and bring you on the side of me, nigga. Give you the little Dirk fucking song, We going all the way up, You all the way up, Now you trying to leave me because you feel sort of way for a contract that you signed,
Then that nigga sit down and then that nigga had to do a little bid. He did a nice little bid, right?
He did 8 years.
Yeah, nah. He come home, he see all these artists independent. He want to be independent too.
Yeah, he wants to go independent. He wants to leave that shit alone. He see that people ain't really family, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't really family. This is just a business deal. This is all contractual. It's all about money. So
not trying to be funny. You find all that shit out when you do get locked up do a bid. When you go do a bid, you find out who's gonna be there for you and who's not.
But that's regular shit. Everybody.
Yeah, you find out a lot of shit when niggas go to prison. You go to jail, you find out a lot of shit.
Him going to jail. Why would he think that Gucci Man was gonna go to jail with him? That's one thing about it. Niggas go to jail, and they just automatically feel like, yo, this nigga's supposed to do the time with me, nigga.
Now, I'm just saying, if I'm in a contract with a nigga and I'm doing a bid and my record is spinning and making money, don't get me wrong, I want my money. And then now after that, you know, doing the bid, he maybe felt some way, seeing all these people independent. He was like, yo, you know what? I don't want to be signed to nobody. This money could just come straight to us.
Boom, I bet. So but what if you got paid the money? What if Gucci Man actually paid you the money that you signed for, nigga? Then it's all
now, you know, I don't know.
Like, oh yeah, but you made 25 million off my name, nigga. You only gave me $1 million, nigga, but you signed for that $1 million. Like, what, nigga? You like, that's what you signed for, bro. Like, if you want bonus, just ask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't understand the whole.
Did he ask, or did he just automatically just jump to conclusion like, yo, this nigga's not gonna help me. He's acting funny. He didn't send me no money, so he's not gonna give me no money. Big Scar died, so let me just go about my way the way I'm gonna do it. Just because Big Scar died, why would he have to think that? They saying they could have got him anytime. They didn't have to do it the way they did. Should have did it smarter. I would have.
Should have did what smarter? Should have did what smarter? What you mean? On whose behalf?
They would have unalived them. That's what they trying to say. If they would have booked them, they would have. This is what I want to say, You know how many people, is going to contractual deals, and nobody in the fucking world, of stupidity, went to their record label with straps and made the person sign under distress. Like, I understand the bad. I understand some big ass niggas. You know what I'm saying right there, like, yo.
Especially when the trend nowadays is fucking ran.
Yeah, that's a fitness.
When the trend that's happening nowadays is ratting, and come on, my nigga. Nah, I grew up in the era of snitches get stitches and all that, and that shit was true.
Facts. It's a new era. Niggas is actually everybody's trying to be a better person. I mean, a better thing. They trying to get rid of the streets. So everybody's okay with just telling like, oh, we gonna tell the truth because this person fucking he took some of the money anyway. We robbed this nigga. He took $1,000 extra. The nigga who came up with the idea took the $1,000 extra. Now we gonna tell him nah. Y'all here and do that. And y'all go in the back and fight about that shit. You don't go bring other people into your heartache just because you're in trouble or you're caught up or whatever the case may be. I understand everything that's going on, but Gucci man, no one look at this is what I'm trying to say. We cannot sit here and protect Gucci man. Like, oh yeah, Gucci man this, Gucci man civilian, Gucci man that. Gucci man, you Gucci but you should have been Gucci You should never been there. Why the fuck are you in the office being Gucci man got off you just thinking you're the shit You ain't got not one person at the door that's ready to crash. You ain't got armed security. You don't got little niggas with blue cards that actually look like your cousins.
I wouldn't have let them niggas kidnap me though. I'm gonna tell you facts. Fuck out of here. The only way I would have been kidnapped if I was knocked the fuck out and they done carry me and put me in a trunk or something. But me being awake, nigga, I don't care how many motherfuckers you got. You ain't putting me nowhere. Y'all better knock me out. Y'all better do what you're gonna do to me right here. You ain't kidnapping me. Fuck out of here.
Bro, niggas ain't even fucking leaving the fucking coming in with guns. You're not coming in my building with guns, bro. I don't give a fuck if it's you, nitty. Leave that gun in the car, bro. What the fuck do you need to bring a gun? We're safe in here. It's my building. I got everybody safe. You wouldn't even be coming here if you didn't feel so safe. So why would you come to my building if you don't feel safe? Oh no, I got the strap just in case outside. Ain't no ops in here, nigga. All my niggas are strapped up in here, Anything that happens, is going. Nigga, I'm not like it's like people, come to conclusion and trust people too far, like the cartel.
And if niggas don't like that shit, niggas could just leave.
Just leave, yeah. Just leave, we don't wait. First of all, when guns is involved, stupid shit happens. I don't need everybody in here with a strap, nigga. Leave that shit in the car, bro. If I had a business, a fucking studio, a fucking thing, everybody leave your straps in the car. This is my office, this is my place of things, everybody's getting patted down with a wine, everything, I've been through too much, I'm way too up, I don't got time for this shit, I don't know what the fucking type of deal you got, And especially it's gonna be somebody that's working or something like that for me. Nah, it doesn't matter. Cause look at the cartel is gonna do the same shit to their own fucking people, nigga. It could be the cartel's fucking people. They gonna like, yo, leave that shit in the car, bro. A best friend that grew up his whole life with him, yo, leave that shit in the car, bro. You know what I'm saying? We good here, Everybody gonna have to. Everybody get wound down, and patted down before they come into the situation, Ain't nobody could come in here with no fucking Draco. You see how big that Draco was? You think a nigga's walking in my building carrying a big ass? First of all, what that Draco's gonna do in my building, That's just for outside shooting, nigga. Real shit. Even if someone came in here, you probably gonna hit like 2 civilians, nigga, trying to shoot the fucking nigga who comes in here shooting, nigga. Like, you gotta stand on business, You gotta stop mistakes from happening before they happen. Gucci, you a real nigga. You can't say, oh yeah, this is my block, this is my neighborhood. Ops don't be in my neighborhood. Then the ops come over here, they lurking and searching for a nigga, and they find you right in front of your fucking stoop, nigga. In front of your stoop. Well, you thought they wasn't gonna get you, because they not supposed to be there? Is in your neighborhood? Nah, you see, situations don't go how they is, so you have to fucking stay protected, especially everywhere you're going, or everywhere you're being, especially if you got that type of money, What's goody? Peace and love. Shout out to Peace and Love, was popping,
What's good, Brody? Peace and love, my guy.
That's a fact. So that is true, Niggas would have had to get patted back. Leave them guns in the thing. Why did Gucci man feel so comfortable meeting up with Pooh Shiesty and all his homies with straps on them? And he don't got his strap? Why did Gucci man feel that comfortable, bro? That shit hit different, bro. But we gonna let Poetics talk a little more about his acknowledgement.
Right now, they were smart enough to communicate through Signal, because I think Signal would not turn over your messages to the government. But they weren't smart enough to delete the messages after talking about the crime. Because one of them, I think is Pooh Shiesty or Big 30, they still had the Signal messages in their phones. This is a Chopper Gang group chat. where they have discourse about crimes they're about to commit. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life, bruh. So Pooh Shiesty nickname.
And this is when you gotta, and this is right here, this is when you gotta just reevaluate your surroundings right now. Like these dumb niggas, when dumb niggas think they smart, you gotta watch them niggas because they do stupid shit. Now they're like, oh yeah, we so smart, we gonna go in here, with AKs, this, we're talking our single, so we good, we can talk about anything. Like, fuck out of here, nigga, old school code, nigga, you call me, nigga, the only way we're using that signal, nigga, if it's an emergency. Like, it's yo, these niggas' voices behind us, nigga, be careful, some shit like that, anything that you gotta discuss about the crime that you're about to do should have been discussed face to motherfucking face. Ain't y'all going together? Wait a minute, so you mean to tell me on the way to the crime or before the crime, y'all niggas was not together, so y'all still was talking about what y'all was doing on the phone? Y'all couldn't come together for a fucking meeting, for a 9 o'clock meeting just to make sure everything was copacetic? Everybody keep their phones off. Y'all couldn't say whatever y'all had to say face to face. Like some niggas was already in Dallas or some shit. Like, yo, make sure you're at the Gucci Man studio. Nah, y'all all came fucking together. So if y'all all came together, why the fuck did y'all have to discuss anything with Texas? That's drugs. That's the drugs. That's the Perkies, the Zans, the shit that even drinking, the shit that make you not care about stupid shit, you not gonna be fucking, and you just automatically slipping, nigga, here and there, that shit hit different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because what would make these niggas, look at, I need 6 for Saturday, pulling up on WAP. I need 6 certified for Saturday, pulling up on WAP, plus 2 drivers. Understood what we need to do. Bet, I'm there. Pull up on him where I need to get to. I'm there, let me know. I need drivers. 30, where you at? Bet. When y'all trying to leave out? Finna leave the A. It's on Sheisty and who he picks to come. I got the Cat and the TRX. These hoes drink gas though. And everybody can't go too, cause house at all them folks be tripping. So that means that everybody be tripping over there. You can't bring so many niggas. We need 6 certified. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get in touch with the kid ASAP. 911. It's a serious to be ready. So y'all ain't driving. What? We don't even know we're driving. We don't even know who's putting gas in the car. We don't even know what gas station we're going to. We just blatantly out here. Yo, the cars need gas. I mean, cars don't run on air, nigga. Why the fuck are you pointing out the obvious, nigga? And someone would have texted me some stupid ass shit like that, on God, it would have been a wrap for them, I'd have been like, yo, you know what? That nigga not coming, Yo, the cars need gas. No, what? No shit, the cars need gas, nigga.
In the group chat is Michael Myers. This is dark. Now, you could tell this is coming from Big 30's phone because this appears to be Big 30 messages right here. So Pooh Shiesty writes in the group chat, I need 6 30s for Saturday, which one of the informants told them means certified gang members. That's what 30 means, right? And he says, I need 6 30s for Saturday, pulling up on WAP, plus 2 drivers. So, again, this is him right here acknowledging they're pulling up on Gucci. He needs 6 certified gang members for Saturday and plus 2 drivers, and he's pulling up on WAP. And they go, overstood. Whoop 2 says, what we need to do. 30 says, bet. Now, everybody says, bet. I'm there. Where I need to get to, I'm there. Let me know. I need drivers. And they goes, where y'all trying to leave out? Finna leave the A. It's on Sheisty and who he picked to come. I got the Cat and TRX. These hoes drink gas, though, and everybody can't go to Cuz house and all them folks be tripping. So, again, this is them planning everything out, right? Now, this appears to be like a picture instead of a screenshot because it shows right here the version of Signal has expired. So this appears to be like an actual picture of Big 30's phone. So they got these messages. They got everything, bro. Everything. You got it. These folks about to put Pooh Shiesty under the jail, man. Ain't no hope, bro. They finna put Pooh Shiesty under the jail, bro. And to make things worse, there's like being naive, thinking that the witnesses and the victims all of a sudden ain't about to come and testify because Gucci may not testify. That's out. Because one of the victims, apparently Gucci's own security guard, wrote a letter to the judge telling the judge he fears for his life, that the judge shouldn't grant Pooh Shiesty's bond because if Pooh Shiesty get bond, he feels like Pooh Shiesty is going to come after him and his family. Bro, can you imagine if that man take the stand? Bro, you is getting put under the jail, bro. In the letter to the judge, he identifies himself as a confidential witness and a victim.
That's crazy as hell, Dada. You gotta watch yourself, Dada, because look at the same way they pay niggas to crash out, they pay niggas to testify. I think a nigga would rather get paid nigga to testify than get paid to crash out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That there was no reason for that man to reach out to a bunch of motherfuckers to go at one dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck wrong with people?
He reached out for a reason, Dada. He reached out because he wants, because they gonna make Pooh Shiesty go get knocked off, nigga.
But it's just like you said, some dumb motherfuckers. Dumb motherfuckers texting each other. Take steps, no.
Step by step, nigga. Showed everything that what they are, what they not about, Dada. Showing people, Dada, how their hand is, Dada. They wildin', GG. They fucked up, Dada. And second of all, Dada, I don't think the security guard's really scared of Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, nigga. Like, Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, Dada, they only fucking dangerous where they at, Dada. They're not dangerous all around the world, Dada. Like, Big 30 can't just come to New York, Dada, and be like, oh yeah, I'm dangerous. Like, well, yeah. Bro, you're not dangerous here, bro. That's like, you only dangerous in Memphis, nigga, when your family's there, you got your, you know the roots and shit like that. You're not dangerous everywhere. There's certain people that are dangerous everywhere. There's certain people that are dangerous anywhere. They dangerous no matter where they go and shit like that. But a lot of people, they only dangerous in their city, bro. Like, you can't. Big 30's not gonna be dangerous somewhere else. He's a big boy, bro. Big boy, see what? How can you know what he's gonna do? The Dada, you know what I'm saying? Barely run the Dada down the block, the Dada. So you know what I'm saying? So he made it. He made it only purely luck. The Dada. If big boys make it, the Dada, they made it purely luck. They're gonna be around the same, some good people. They got a big family. They gotta think the Dada, cause believe me, the Dada, big boys is easily to how should I say, catch? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do too much, bro.
Not just confidential witness, meaning he's 100% testifying. And a survivor from the incident that occurred on January 10th, 2026. First, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to provide my statement and response regarding the decision at hand concerning the bond for Latrell Williams. I respectfully ask that Mr. Williams remain remanded with no bond due to the safety concerns for myself and my family. Mr. Williams was aware that I am a vested retired police officer, and that knowledge did not stop him from committing these actions. Because of this, I am deeply concerned about what he may attempt to do if he is released. Out of all the victims involved in the case, I am the only one who lives in Texas, and I am extremely fearful of his ability to reach me or my family if he is granted bond. His action shows a disregard for the safety and well-beings of others. Bruh, Pooh Shiesty is over with, man. You knew that man was a retired police officer and you did that? You did that? In the presence?
Wow, what the fuck, nigga? The confidential informant. I mean, that's a cop. He knows what to do. That's the ex-cops. He knows. That means that they not wrote. They don't care about Shiesty. They don't give a fucking Shiesty gets fucking 20 years, 30 years. That means that they really not on Shiesty's side right now. They gonna stay very far away from Shiesty. That's what that means. They gonna do niggas extra dirty. That means that Shiesty. He ain't got no sympathy coming from out of there, because that's a boy. He just know what to say and what not to say, You know what I'm saying? Even if it was recorded anywhere else in a public place, that doesn't matter. Huh? That's crazy, GG. That's crazy. Wow. Someone just text, even if it was recorded in a public place, it doesn't matter. That shit different. I mean, it is a public place. What are you talking about? Like, it was a public place. What you mean, that they need to be telling? That's what you're trying to say, that somebody had to be telling for him to get locked up, because no one could actually say, oh, yeah, what's going on, if nobody know what's going on, the video don't really, what's the video showing? So without Gucci Mane's statements or that dude's statement, they actually free. So how about this? If Pooh Shiesty's able to come up with the money, are they still telling on him? If he's able to come up with the money to get himself out the contract, whatever Gucci want, Gucci Mane want $5 million, Gucci Mane wants what? $8 million. That's what I'm saying. If he gives him that money, is he out free, Like they saying Yo Gotti was going to fucking sign him $15 million. Why didn't he just take the $15 million, give Gucci Mane 5 and keep 10? That shit would have been different. But no, they did it to a fucking cop. Or a lot of security guards be undercover. Be cops. Like they've been cops, or they retire from getting the money from being a bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with the bodyguards, bro.
Of a retired police officer? I can't articulate how stupid that is. There's one thing if you want to rob Gucci Mane and y'all in the streets with it, that's one good cool. That's one thing. But you robbed Gucci Mane, you robbed the other victims in the studio, and you did this in front of a man who has sworn as a police officer? You might as well have done this in front of your parole officers, bro, because ain't no different. You think you about to bribe a retired police officer? You think you about to go to the police, hey, bro, hey, man, listen, bro, I'll give you $50,000, bro. Man, bro, that man don't care about your $50K, bro. That man wants you to rot in prison. Pooh Shiesty is cooked. Yo, anybody saying Pooh Shiesty got a chance, man, you question them, bro. Because I don't know what y'all seeing, man. It's over with. They got the video. They got the witness statements. They got the contract. They got everything they need, bro. They got to.
As for Pooh Shiesty having a chance, they got the videos and everything now. I don't know how that shit works. Video is crazy. Like, if you got the video, even if the witnesses, like, even a Gucci Mane or anything was to run away, as far as they can, never get seen in day-to-day life, if that shit was to happen, I think Pooh Shiesty's still getting charged, bro, because he's on video and they already made their statements and shit like that. Like, you would take it, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got a good-ass fucking excuse why the fuck niggas had bangers and all this shit to them and all this other shit, So now they try to take them out. They gonna try to take out Gucci Mane as hard as possible, but that's not gonna work, bro. You gotta think about it. A lot of niggas is ignorant, So they're like, oh yeah, Gucci Mane's gonna be scared because Young Dolph and Young Dolph got caught up in a situation that he could have prevented 1,000 times over, Someone else could have got out the car and Young Dolph would have prevented that situation. His car is bulletproof. He got a bulletproof car, and walked into the cookie spot. He could have stood in their car. They could have flamed his car and he would have survived, You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that you gotta think about it, I don't think that, like, you gotta stand on business, You gotta stand prepared. Now, if them niggas was gonna do something crazy, they probably would have popped him where he was at too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It seems like them niggas have sympathy for Gucci Mane, Now Gucci Mane ain't sympathizing with them. Like, yo, we ain't playing no fucking games over here. And now it's getting brutal. And then Gucci Mane, he ain't trying to go pick up a strap and go do this and do that. He just took it to the law, bro. Huh?
The federal government says rapper Pooh Shiesty is simply too dangerous to be out on bond. The rapper's real name is Lontrell Williams Jr. He is asking to be released on bond ahead of his trial.
Pooh, you through, man. They got you, dog. They say they got the video from the phone of your cousin, rapper Big 30, of the alleged robbery of Gucci Mane.
First of all, why the fuck does Big 30, right, got the video in his phone? And why the fuck is Big 30 out on bail? Like, the nigga who got everybody certified court. You know what I'm saying? Certified. Like, we got the video from his phone. I bet he had the video, Why the fuck is he out on bail? Everybody else is gonna be out, Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is gotta stay up in there, but he's out. This shit gets deadly, The nigga who fucks up gets to come home. That's crazy. But everybody was already caught. But that just put the icing on the cake.
It just sounded like he was the first one to talk too.
He's out on bail, nigga. Oh shit! Nah, I don't think you said he's gonna be the first to talk. You think Big 30? Big 30's a rapper, nigga.
Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how he get bail. Everybody else still locked up.
He never got knocked off. This nigga got out of. He was on a fucking bracelet for the. He was on a bracelet for the jails and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe Pooh Shiesty just a jailhead. He don't give a fuck. He was going. Maybe he been thinking about this shit. Ever since he was in there, he been thinking about this shit. GG.
Yeah, could be.
So he came back like, yo, I told y'all I did it. You know the niggas that, yo, I told y'all that, you know what I'm saying? I handled that situation. Nigga, you ain't here. You came back in here. Like, he knew he was going to end up there for every situation he does. It's like some niggas commit crimes. They don't give a fuck about the consequence. They're like, oh, yeah, this is what happens with the consequence. This is consequences for this crime. They're just going to do what they do. 8% is already low. They thinking they was going to get away. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit different.
In that recording studio and that. That's right. Big 30 thought he had damaged his phone and they weren't gonna be able to recover, this video. It's a alleged video at the time. But now they saying it's facts. And they got it. So yeah, man, at this point, Pooh, you air fried, huh? And let's not forget the reason you ain't getting that bond is because an impact statement that was wrote to the judge from one of the victims, one of the witnesses, stating that they're in fear of their life. Okay. And that you know him. Right? This is the retired cop. He says you know him, Pooh, and he is afraid of what you just.
That's crazy. He said that he knows. He said that he knows the nigga Dandada. Now we didn't hear that, Dandada. We didn't hear that. He said that he knows him. That Pooh Shiesty actually knows him. So that means that you know that he is a cop or was a cop and shit like that. You still went and handle your situation. Like you knew what that was, Dandada. But you probably did. But Pooh Shiesty's like, and yo, when you on the other side of Dandada, you never really win, Dandada. You're never really gonna win, Dandada, on that side, Dandada. You know why? Because Pooh Shiesty, Dandada, what if he did know him, man? He like, yo, that nigga's a dirty ass cop. He can't say that. You can Pooh can't say that. You never win when you're in the street, nigga, bro. You can't say certain things. You gonna have to take certain things to the chin. This nigga just flipped on you. You thought Gucci was the biggest role model you had, and he flipped on you. You thought Gucci Mane would never do this. Like, Pooh Shiesty actually thought that Gucci Mane was incapable of this shit right here, Dandada. So he went on with a dumbass fucking thing, just thinking like, oh yeah, he's not gonna tell on me. Hey, you're wrong, Dandada. You thought absolutely wrong, Gigi.
Might do if you got that bond. Well, damn. Run
it. Hey, did you know you might get a big cash?
That nigga hit that shit hit different right there, Dandada. That shit hit a little different, bro. This thing
filed new documents on Wednesday, urging the court to keep Pooh Shiesty locked up until trial. Pooh Shiesty is currently in jail as he awaits his trial for allegedly robbing and kidnapping Gucci Mane at gunpoint. Shiesty, his father, Big 30, and 6 others are accused of driving to Dallas to rob Gucci Mane amid an alleged contract dispute. Shiesty's father and rapper Big 30 have since been released from jail from the feds as they await this trial. Shiesty, on the other hand, has not been so lucky. In fact, the prosecution's latest filing was an attempt to keep Shiesty behind bars until the trial, and from what the looks of it is, it worked. In fact, these new documents contain still images from surveillance footage that was recovered from the alleged crime scene, because now they're
like, nigga, this nigga committed a whole robbery, nigga, and he wasn't even really out on bail. I mean, he wasn't really out from the feds. If you're on home confinement, nigga, you're practically locked up still. This nigga was on a bracelet, bro, so he practically never really came out free. He never was free. He never came out, and the nigga committed a whole robbery. I don't think they're gonna let you out, bro, because you was actually never free. Like the other niggas, your pops was free. Big 30, he was free. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas, they was free, so they getting back free, you know what I'm saying? So they had to go to trial, whatever the case may be. And at least they out, and they could get shit going back and popping, But nigga, this nigga was on a bracelet, and when it went over there, Gluz plays and with your dad, and your dad, your dad is like an imbecile, bro. I can't even lie to you. I can't even say that your dad's real for that, bro. Like your dad didn't fucking say, yo, on some real shit. Let's wait till you get off the bracelet, Like, live your life a little bit. Like, stay out of jail for a year, bro. Like, have fun with yourself, Before you go out, nigga, enjoy the things of life, You just want to just go crash out and go right back in, Like, and face trial, that shit hit different.
They got the video footage recovered from Big 30's phone. These could also be still video images, okay, from that phone as well. All right, so we just don't know. But at this point, they're saying, as you see below, Gucci Mane is covered by a black block that says RD on his name. So that's Gucci you see in the yellow with the back, block out with the RD on it. And it said, which stands for Radrick Davis, his legal name. Meanwhile, there are images of men who are allegedly a part of Pooh.
And he just standing there all casual, hand in his pocket and everything. The nigga got a gun to him, Don't even tell the nigga, yo, get your hands out your pocket. Like, Gucci Mane got his hand in his pocket. This shit is crazy, bro. Like, why does it hand in your pocket? This nigga's about to get thing. That shit different, too, Ain't no hands in no pockets. This is a fucking lick. So Gucci Mane was just there casually, like, nigga, I'm about to tell on y'all niggas. Y'all niggas definitely gonna get told on, you heard? In his pocket was smooth and shit. That shit crazy, He knew they fucked up. And he knew there was Mac cameras in there. That's why Gucci Mane was like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna let them take whatever, Just don't shoot me in this bitch, nigga. You be alright. That's a finna ending no act. That shit different right there. Nah, Nitty?
You already know. That shit crazy.
This nigga casually got his hand in his pocket, and the nigga who's holding the Draco is letting him have his hand in his pocket. Oh, man. I was like, yo, why your hands in your pocket, nigga? You too casual. What's going on here, Them niggas, not one of them said, yo, there's cameras in here. That shit hit different.
Yeah, that shit do. I don't understand how motherfuckers is just moving around stupidly.
That's a fact. And why is Big 30 there, Nada? Why is Big 30 just want to be part of something, Nada? You dumbass. Like, you a rapper. You could have let everybody else go, Nada. There was 10 niggas that said, I'm going. They said, nah, Sheisty got to pick who's going. Who's going to jail with his ass, nigga. I know the niggas who didn't get picked, I know y'all niggas was feeling sorry, like y'all G. Cole wasn't so tough or y'all wasn't that high rank. I know you was happy as fuck he didn't pick you now, nigga. Real shit. Like, oh shit, we would have been going down for nothing, nigga.
Everybody, exactly.
Like, how the fuck is this a robbery? But nothing's really got robbed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This can't be that, Dada. This can't be a robbery and nothing really getting robbed, Dada. That shit hit different.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Been a while. What up, y'all?
Let's criminate the Dadas. We here, the Dada. You heard? We getting more righteous, the Dada. We gotta speak on this because a lot of people is saying that a lot of people like niggas don't care about what's Gucci Mane going through, and Gucci Mane swears that that people ain't caring about what he's going through, whatever the case may be. But niggas, I think a lot of people do care, and a lot of people they kind of hurt, no matter if you trying to say a civil shit or say that he's a civilian. People looked up to Gucci Mane, Dada. A lot of real killers or real people or real trappers listen to that whole brick, quarter brick, half a brick, hey. Hey, chilling, Dada. Real niggas. Like, yo, what the fuck? That nigga, I'm talking about Gucci Mane is so thorough. Pooh Shiesty didn't even think that he was going to do this shit. That's why Pooh Shiesty went over there all comfortable and shit like that. Like, yo, that's another thing, Dada. Don't underestimate another nigga, Dada. Don't put your life in another person's hand for jeopardy or some shit like that, Dada. That's something you can't do. You get what I'm saying? Like, Like you put your life in someone else's hands, and that nigga, all he had to, it was so easy to take. All he had to do was point a finger. Like you knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, your shit's kind of like beeping on your dude.
I got a call. Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like Pooh Shiesty actually thought that Gucci Mane was never gonna say nothing, you know what I'm saying? That's what he actually thought. But come on now, he went over there on a bracelet because he knew he wasn't gonna say nothing. But hey, he was like, yo, this thing ain't gonna rap or shit like that. Nigga, you took it too far, Pooh. And Gucci, you took it too far, Why you let this nigga, just trick out your position? All you had to do, was have a couple niggas there. That's all you had to do. All you had to do was have a couple people there,
Sheisty's crew, and by extension, the alleged kidnapping plot. It even appears as though Gucci Mane is allegedly being held at gunpoint in one of the photos. Now, the alleged video that was said to be in Big 30's phone, right, that he supposedly had damaged, but it seemed to be recovered by the feds, because in this article it's telling us that the feds say that there is video footage of this alleged robbery, the kidnapping of Gucci. And although this couldn't be released at this time as part of the new filing, and they say that that would be something for the jury to look at, meaning that they don't want to put it out right now to taint the jury almost, because if everybody sees the video, everybody forms their own opinion about the video. And, you know, you just never know who's going to be on this jury when this trial, you know, is to come. So it's like,
that's whack. Like Pooh Shiesty gotta stay in jail till trial comes, whenever trials come in. That won't be this year, bro. It won't be this year. I don't know what year it's gonna be. I don't know when the trial's supposed to come up. But this shit, like the shit that this nigga haven't even got freed, nigga. Like he haven't even enjoyed life. Why didn't you sit down, nigga? You don't want to eat, bro. Even if it was McDonald's, nigga, like you don't want to eat. The simple things in life, you don't want. Like you had a bed, right? You had a big ass bed. You had a big ass house. You had some cars. Like, what was the point of the crash out? And then the crash out, they didn't even care. Everybody don't even give a fuck about it. They on business, nigga. Look at all these niggas, They standing on business, Yo, Pooh Shiesty stood on business, Pooh Shiesty stood on business, but he crashed, Like, I'm telling y'all, don't be crashed. Like, what the fuck was this?
Understand why they ain't putting this out there, but from what we see from the surveillance photos, you clearly see, you know, this guy with this a weapon in this bag of his, who they're saying is a Draco. All right, and you see Gucci Mane standing right next to him, and you see Pooh Shiesty on the other side of him. Right, and so you also see Mob Boss, the father of Pooh Shiesty, with some alleged papers in his hand, as you know, probably the same contract that he allegedly went to Staples to have printed out right before this alleged robbery and kidnapping went on. The investigators claimed the footage, right?
Yo, man, there's so many people on board with this shit that know. Like, that's how you know bro. You gotta watch what you follow, bro. Because if you a yes man, nigga, you just following some dumb shit, Because I would have been like, yo, I would have had so many fucking questions, like, yo, Pooh, nigga. We're going into this establishment, nigga. You don't think there's cameras here, Yo, it doesn't matter. Gucci Mane going rap. Says who, nigga? What makes you so sure that Gucci Mane ain't going to rap, nigga? He's not. He ain't, nigga. That nigga's just going to sign over we going What makes you think this is going to work, bro? Like, real shit, I know if you angry, but this is only going to work, though, if we go in there and we make him sign in, nigga, with no weapons, bro. That's how this is only going to work, bro. We got to go in there, nigga, on some smart shit, or some real intimidating shit that this nigga's going to sign the shit, and we all ain't got to have weapons, bro. He's just going to be so nervous that this shit's surrounded or some shit like that he ain't going to leave tonight, that it's going to have to be like that, because the way that you're going about it is not going to work, bro. Like, who raised these kids, bro? Like, who raised these kids? Who raised these people? Like, are these people real people? Do they get an education, some street knowledge education, or does everybody just like, oh yeah, he got a gun, he's tough. These people do tough, they do crime, so they tough and they gonna get away with Like, that shit don't work. You gotta have some common sense, bro. Common sense ain't too common, so use it.
This is the video they're talking about. Captures the key moments inside that studio, all right, where the alleged kidnapping and robbery of Gucci took place, including the individuals allegedly involved in this incident. So these are very, key moments that took place on video that they're going to base this whole case off of, and their prosecution off of, being that, hey, it was recorded by rapper Big 30. Wow. Pooh, you cook, man. It's not looking good at all. Now, as far as why Pooh Shiesty is not going to get out of the feds right now on bond, is because of this. It says that in their filings, the prosecution was harsh in the assessment of the artist, saying no condition of release can protect the community or witnesses against Williams Jr. from the danger he poses. They also went on to accuse Pooh Shiesty of running a gang of at least 100 gang members. And this is according to Fox 13 Memphis. The danger here is concrete, the prosecution wrote. Williams Jr. himself shot at least 2 people. He leads a Memphis street gang of roughly 100 members. He is a man who can summon an armed entourage at will. This remains a developing story. So,
and you know what that comes with? That comes with that security guard. That security guard, right? That is Gucci Mane's boy, but he used to be a cop, so that's why you can't be having security guards that know exactly what you like. He shot at least 1 to 2 people. Where the security guard probably heard that shit, and so, yo, you know what I'm saying? People saying that he popped 1 or 2 people, that he did this, whatever the case may be. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta watch who you gotta, like. Why would you just automatically just crash out like that? He had no care in the day, or he just ain't normal, bro.
Of course, I'm going to keep y'all informed, but until then, check out the rest of this Fox 13 news clip about what they said and, why Pooh Shiesty will not be getting a bond.
You may remember he and 8 other men, including his father, are accused in the January robbing and kidnapping of his record label owner, Gucci Mane. The other defendants, including Shiesty's father and rapper Big 30, they're already out on bond. But here's this new filing. Prosecutors argue Shiesty should not be allowed out under any circumstances. They say no condition of release can protect the community or witnesses against Williams Jr. from the danger he poses. It goes on to say the danger here is concrete. Williams Jr. himself has shot at least 2 people. He leads a Memphis street gang of about 100 members. Excuse me. They say he's a man who could summon an armed entourage at will. And they contend he did just that in Dallas in January. We'll let you know what the judge decides. The trial is set for February.
Now check this out.
They got the text messages. Everybody's like, yo, I want to go. I'm down to go. I want to go. Like 20 people said they want to go. They said, no, we only need 6. Some of y'all are staying behind. If Pooh Shiesty would have brought everybody as he should have, because that's how Suge Knight got down. Suge Knight brought like 30 people. He's not just, Suge Knight's going to have to build this around it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to know that he's there. But, Pooh tried to do it sneakily. He should have just did it. You was going to do it like that. You should have just did it how you did it, unarmed, and just went in there. Like, it's okay to protest. You could protest about your contract. You could protest. You could strike. You could, 100 people's there. You didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? But it gets like that, bro. Like, you got to be a little bit more smarter, You know what I'm saying? It's like not what you do. Like, no one's mad at you for trying to get out of your contract. Maybe Gucci Mane was doing this or doing that. It's just how you do is what leads you into these circumstances. Certain things, like there's certain ways to do shit. You know what I'm saying? You could take a girl out to eat. You could take a girl out to this, you could pay a girl to leave. You could buy a girl this. You could buy a girl that, but you can't buy the cat. You buying the cat and you just say, oh yeah, I paid for the cat. That's illegal. But you could sit there and pay for the cat without paying for the cat. You know what I'm saying? So you could have got this situation done just how you did it. A little bit more grown. I'm saying, first of all, you didn't need AKs and all that shit to go in there and tell that man that you not feeling your deal and shit like that to get up out of it. That's one of the things first. You know what I'm saying? You could have did your $1 Million Man March right there. No, it's not illegal to do a $1 Million Man March. Where you like, oh, he came over here with 100 people. So, what you talking about, bro? He came over here with 100 people and this. So, I'm doing my $1 Million Man March, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm protesting. This is my job. I'm on strike. Everybody goes outside their job and strike out when they, you know what I'm saying, when stuff's about to think protest and stuff like that. We protesting. Get me out the deal, bro. And this is gonna happen every day. You know what I'm saying?
In the document that was released, according to the surveillance photos and the alleged video now that they have of the incident of Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and others robbing Gucci Mane, right? Kidnapping him. This is what they put out. It says, unsatisfied with merely obtaining the written release of the contract, Williams Jr. announced that he wanted to film Gucci Mane, and Wright Jr., which is Big 30, recorded Gucci Mane on his cell phone, stating that Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017, like it was some type of, promotion for Pooh to go to the next level, and he's a free agent of sort. But this was really, a robbery and a kidnapping going on at the time. This was nothing for Instagram or nothing like that. So Big 30 recorded this with his phone, and he says, Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017. All the while, co-defendant DeMarcus Glover, who had entered the recording room as the altercation ensued, blocked the door holding a Draco. Now, this is what the document says, but they told us that, in the beginning, Big 30 was the one that was blocking the door. And I think they even said he was holding a Draco. Some people put that out there, but the court document now says, no, Big 30 was not holding a Draco. It don't even say that Big 30 was, holding the door at the time no more. It says Big 30 was the one that was recording with his cell phone, right? And I'm guessing they're saying they hear Big 30 on there saying Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017. Or did he label the video that? Who knows? But anyway it goes.
Wow, that's crazy. They saying that Big 30 didn't do nothing illegal. I didn't go there with no strap. I didn't go there and do anything. I went there and I recorded the situation, bro. And when I recorded the situation, I didn't know none of this shit was gonna happen. Stuff just started everything. I didn't even know that. I just seen them signing. Couldn't hear what the fuck they was doing. I'm thinking that he just got dropped. So Big 30's free. He gonna be free.
They have evidence that the video has some sort of, connection with Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017 attached to it during that live video footage, right, of Pooh Shiesty making Gucci Mane release him from that contract on video. Now that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I can't get my mind wrapped over why Pooh Shiesty didn't want to fucking enjoy a couple months free, Like, you wasn't even free, You didn't get a chance, to be free, bro. Like, you didn't get a chance to be free, We don't, what made you go back in, You feel more comfortable in jail, bro? Like, what made you just automatically crash, You was hurting. I know you wasn't hurting for dough or none of that shit, So anything better than being in them cells. So why the hell did you just automatically just go back so fast, bro? Like, you could have, if you was thinking this for 2 years, 3 years while you was in jail, you could have been thinking about it for another year, bro. Another 6 months, nigga. Another 8. Like, you could have did that shit 8 months later down the line. Like, that shit did not have to happen right there, You was good. You were good, You didn't even have to talk to Gucci. You could have skipped Gucci, man. You could have been fucking with Gotti. You could have did whatever the fuck you wanted to do,
That's stupid, man. That's retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you record it? You cook, dude. You do. And Big 30. I don't know, man. I mean,
I think he recorded that shit for Yo Gotti. I think he recorded that shit for Yo Gotti, so they can embarrass him or some shit. They actually, these niggas, Gotti put a stigma in these niggas' head, or whoever put a stigma in these niggas, and they went for it because they actually thought they someone told them they could get away with this, Someone was like, y'all could, y'all could.
You just might slip through the cracks, but yeah, man, you got you a bond. So did the daddy. So y'all boys might be kind of, you know what I'm saying? They might be real lenient on y'all. Who knows? Right? We ain't got there yet, but they don't want to give Pooh no type of, you know what I'm saying, breeding room to come home and, you know, kick it into the trial. Nah. Y'all can. Pooh can't. Say that boy a menace to society.
That's not how it works, bro. What you talking about? He was on a bracelet, bro. Like, what you mean? Like, he was on a bracelet, bro. You're not going on a bracelet again. You was just on a bracelet and you did all this shit on a bracelet, bro. But innocent to proven guilty, so.
Now in the picture, okay, from left to right, the government is saying, all right, it's depicting William Sr. holding a document in the recording room, as I stated earlier. You see him with this document in his right hand, all right? And he has a bag in his left hand. That's possibly the belongings of the individuals from the robbery that William Sr. was carrying in that bag. And check this out. It says now, also featured are Williams Jr. He's in black and RD in yellow. And the center picture is going to be the government saying that this is depicting Glover holding a Draco in front of the recording room door. And the right picture, the government saying that, you know, this is exhibit, you know, that's depicting Radrick Davis released.
That's crazy, Dada, because I feel like he should have waited a couple months. What if fucking Gucci Man was going to hook him up? What if Gucci Man was going to give him money? What if Gucci Man was just waiting, Dada? I can't give you money right after. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you your dough, Dada. I'm gonna give you some dough, Dada. What if he was, but he just wanted to wait and see what he was on, Dada? Like, this shit crazy, bro. Like, did Pooh Shiesty was just institutionalized? He just came out and just wanted to do mad real shit again, Dada. Man, bro. He needed to someone needed to woo-saw Pooh Shiesty, bro. Pooh Shiesty needed to be woo-saw, yo. Free Shiesty, Dada. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Man, Dada. You needed to have already been on deck, Dada. Like, bro, people should have already know. Hey, what the fuck, all these people coming in anyway? All those people wasn't just walking in the building where I was, Dada. The fuck with straps and shit like that, Dada. Them shits would have been left, Dada. Like, I would have had too much already on point. As soon as that shit would have got seen, it would have been
seen Williams Jr. from his contract. Now, didn't I just say that is what they said is what's going on in the video that Big 30 recorded, that they recovered from his phone? This has to be still shots of the video. Because why would it say that this third picture that's showing Pooh Shiesty, all right, you can clearly see Pooh Shiesty, got the Shiesty mask on, his face is showing, got his jewelry on. Then you can see Radrick Davis, which is Gucci Mane, right next to him, in all yellow. He got his hand inside of his pocket of his hoodie, all right? And his face is blacked out with RD on it, but we know this is Gucci. And it clearly says, depicting RD Gucci Mane, releasing Williams Jr. from his contract. These are the pictures from the video, Big 30. That's how they got this, man. That's diabolical.
That shit hit different than Dada. Big 30, so they got all this shit, all the evidence from Big 30. So they try to say that Big 30 is Big 30's fault, Dada. Like, who for is it? Did they get that footage from Big 30, or was there cameras? Or they did bring the cameras? What the fuck? Did Gucci Mane actually show cameras? Are they trying to like cover like Gucci? If Gucci Mane never had the cameras, maybe they told on themselves. Gucci Mane just he's still putting out the obvious.
Air fried at this point. Now, Pooh, remember I told you I was gonna read that victim impact statement for bail denial for you? Well, here it goes right here. Dear Judge, this is CW, a victim and survivor from the incident that occurred on January the 10th, 2026. First, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to provide my statement in response regarding the decision at hand concerning the bond for Lontrell Williams Jr. I respectfully ask that Mr. Williams remain remanded with no bond due to the safety concerns for myself and my family. Mr. Williams was aware that I am a vested retired police officer and that knowledge did not stop him from committing these actions. Because of this, I am deeply concerned about what he may attempt to do if he is released. Damn, Pooh. This retired police officer was on your ass saying that, look, yeah, he been with Gucci long enough to know who I am. He know this about me. And look what he still did. And being that he knows me, I'm scared of what he might do if we get out on bond. Damn, some cold shit. He goes on to say this to the judge. He says, out of all the victims involved in this case, I am the only one who lives in Texas. And I am extremely fearful of his ability to reach me or my family if he is granted bond. His actions show a disregard for the safety and well-being of others. Damn. These alleged crimes were committed while he was already under government monitored release, which raises serious concerns for me about what would prevent him from causing further harm if given another opportunity. Prior to this incident, Mr. Williams was given a second.
And they wrote that shit. They wrote that shit, Dandada. They wrote that shit obvious, Dandada. They obviously wrote that shit so people could obviously see that he's a menace, Dandada. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared, right? Just like how Pooh Shiesty, Dandada, when they wrote that contract, they wrote it obviously, Dandada, so they could get away with the shit, Dandada. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that shit crazy, Dandada. Like, who the fuck writes a fucking contract that says, oh yeah, this contract seems illegally, we gonna make sure that it goes through. Like, what? Nigga, that stuff. You gave it up right there. We wasn't even looking. The contract looked straight till we seen that. It was like, yo, why the fucking God? Like, is this illegal contract? It's like, yo, Dandada, I'm gonna sell you a car, but if the car's stolen, nigga, you can't come back to me, Dandada. And the car's not stolen. Like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck did you even say that shit? Why would you put that shit in the contract, bro? You fucked me up with that one, Dandada. Y'all actually, Pooh Shiesty that fucked us up with that one, and he wrote that contract. Whoever told him to write that shit, if you see any criminal activity done on the contract, just let it go. What? This is the only criminal activity we see. This fucking line right fucking here. Why the fuck did these niggas point out the obvious?
Chance and was granted bail/bond with monitoring conditions. Despite those conditions, he was once again accused of committing another crime that resulted in a person being shot. My wife and I are both afraid of what his mindset may be if he is released. Shit, they on your ass, Sheisty. Now, here's where he starts to cook you at to get that bond denied, Sheisty. He goes on to tell the judge, since the incident, I have found myself constantly watching vehicles passing by my home, worried that he or someone connected to him may attempt to harm me or my family. Damn, I have young children, and because of this fear, I have limited their ability to go outside and enjoy normal activities as they should. Wow, what I am. This right here could be the sole purpose and reason for the judge denying Pooh Shiesty that bond, right? That federal bond at that. And it says, Judge, I respectfully ask that you consider the safety and security of my family and me when making your decision regarding bond.
What's up, Cool Breeze? What's poppin', Cool Breeze? What it do?
I believe keeping Mr. Williams detained is necessary to protect us and prevent further harm. Thank you for for taking the time to hear my concerns. Respectfully, CW. Now, Sean Cotton of Say Cheese TV, he runs his platform on YouTube. Also, he has social media sites, Instagram, Twitter. Okay, he's there in the Dallas area, and he says he has information from those he knows where this alleged kidnapping and robbery took place of Gucci Mane at this recording studio. They're telling Sean Cotton, look, it's more stuff that's going to come out. Now, who knows what that may be, but for what, he's telling us now, the information he's getting about the whole situation that occurred there in Dallas.
Well, Yo Gotti got something to do with this shit. Well, like, what more stuff could possibly come out? Everything's on fucking camera. They got everybody that's there in the room. We got the nigga with the gun showing it. We got Gucci Mane. What else can possibly happen here, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Dallas. Yeah, man. There's some more bullshit that's about to hit the plate. And it's not going to look good at all from what, I'm hearing. Let's check out this clip. Run.
I'm going to just cut the chase, man. The Pooh Shiesty thing. Go back, go look at my videos from earlier, I'm going to say, what was it, March, April, when everything broke out about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. I told y'all, I have a lot of connections here in Dallas. And they just kept telling me, Sean, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. It's more stuff is gonna come out. They keep saying there's no evidence, there's no videos, there's no surveillance, there's no pictures. It's gonna come out. Trust me, I seen it. I know people that seen it. I know people that Sean, it's gonna come out. So when I was telling y'all earlier in my other videos that it was going to come out, it wasn't me wishing bad on him. It wasn't me wishing, it wasn't me being negative. It wasn't me trying to wish on his downfall. But people were telling me that, it was going to come out. And, today we just got new information about this Pooh Shiesty thing. Prosecutors revealed that they have recovered video footage tied to the alleged Pooh Shiesty robbery.
God damn it, Pooh. You threw. You could have been on top of the world right now, man. FDO.
Why? Like, I don't get why he wanted out the contract so bad if he's making money. Like, why the fuck? I don't get it. He could have been like, you could have been still robbing Gucci Mane on some different note, not actually robbing him like that, but you know what I'm saying? You already know like getting your money back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Making it even, making everything equal. Like, I don't get, like, this is the videos that they trying to say that actually came out, or whatever the case may be.
Looking up for Pooh Shiesty in this Gucci Mane robbery case. And the worst part is, Pooh Shiesty has to sit in jail. Meanwhile, the guys that he allegedly committed the crime with, his man's Big 30 and his father too, all got released on bond. Now, if you guys don't know, the Pooh Shiesty case got moved to February of next year. Pooh Shiesty's lawyers fought for an extension due to the complexity of the case. The trial was actually supposed to start next month, July 6th. But after his lawyers received 96 gigabytes, about 14,000 pages of discovery, they asked the judge for an extension, which means Pooh Shiesty is not going anywhere, at least until next February. Now, to make matters worse for Pooh Shiesty, last month, his attorney, Brad Cohen, actually dropped out from the case.
Let's talk Pooh Shiesty. Quick update on Pooh Shiesty's case. I am just leaving Tennessee, actually, on a different federal case. I will be withdrawing off the case. No implications of me withdrawing off the case. I still think it's a great case. I think there's a lot of holes in it. I think the government has a lot of explaining to do on the case. But I will be...
He backed out, He probably couldn't mess with it. He probably was like, yo, I don't want to mess with this right here, This is crazy, It seems like there's too much evidence on him. Like you backed out,
Substituting in will be Dan Codgel, who's a fantastic lawyer, and Ken Schaefer, who is also a fantastic lawyer, both from Dallas. I think they're going to do a phenomenal job.
Look, he wanted out because he couldn't do shit without Gucci's permission. So, but nigga, you can't do shit without the government's permission, the data. Like, you on a fucking federal fucking bracelet, the data. So, you, like, what is the situation, bro? Like, what you want to do? Oh, that's what, so he did the shit with Gorilla. He did the shit with Gorilla, so he wanted out because of that situation, the data. That shit hit different, the data. That nigga had to stand on business, bro, the data. He could have waited, bro. Like, enjoy your come off the bracelet, bro. Enjoy your time sleeping in the bed, taking a shower when you want, doing this, da. Like, you so furious that you've been locked up and you come home, da. You want to be free. I'm free. You're still not free. You're free when the bracelet comes off. Then you could have probably been thinking of some other shit, da. You know what I'm saying? He could have been making a lot more money if he didn't have to have everything cleared by Gucci first. Oh, I see, da. So it's a money situation. Now you ain't got a life, bro. Like you was gonna be up to that. You should have just made Gucci Mane a couple of his album, or you should have just got out the deal to that. Finish your albums, give him shapoom and do whatever the fuck you want to that. What does it matter, bro? Plus, if Gucci is taking 90% of all your earnings, so if Gucci makes $1 million, Pooh gets 100,000. Bro, you gotta like it's. I feel it, bro. I feel what you're saying, bro. I feel everything you're saying, Dada. He was wrong and dumb as hell, but that why it happened. Now that's a fact, bro. I feel it, Dada. Someone should have told that man Wusa, Dada. Calm down, GG. Calm down real quick, Dada, for a quick break, Dada. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy being out. You're not even out, bro. You're on a fucking break. I would be like, yo, you're not even fucking out, Pooh. You're on a fucking bracelet, nigga. And you want to go here and go about this shit like this, Dada, with guns and shit like that? How about we go over there 100 deep, no straps, and see where we go from there, Dada. See what happens, Dada. You know what I'm saying? See if we could get to him somehow like that, Dada. Just like, yo, Dada. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This was going to be going on. Why the fuck did you have to just force it? You could have had the conversation. You could have definitely had the conversation. You could have been having the conversation.
Job on the case. I think it's one of those.
But if you were in the deal, you should have got yourself out the deal by just giving them the albums. Yo, I'm giving yo, fuck that. I'm out of here, Dada. I'm giving them this thing of the albums, Dada, blah, 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 blah. Then, let's go from there, Dada. You would have had a little bit more leverage.
Cases where once you start really screwing down on the information, the facts, I think that a lot's going to be coming out that will be beneficial to the defense. I think they're going to do a great job. And I look forward to seeing how the case.
Brad Cohen was going to be the superstar attorney. Everybody knows Brad. You guys all know he's been dealing with cases for Kodak Black and also a lot of high-profile celebrities. But before Brad Cohen left the case, he actually held a press conference where he claims the feds do not have any evidence. According to Brad, the feds don't have a video, they don't have jewelry, and on top of it, they do not have a contract.
The reason for that was because the statements that were given on the evening that this occurred were very questionable. I think the way that the statements were made, what was made, what allegedly was witnessed and what wasn't witnessed, I think gave great pause to the FBI. The FBI doesn't take 3 months to arrest someone if they believe everything that was said on the night that it occurred. They were involved the first night and then nothing.
Damn, that is true, Dada. Like, why the fuck did it take so long for people to come, like, for the FBI to knock somebody off? Like, don't when you commit a crime, like, they're gonna, like, come and get you, Dada. Like, why the fuck? And he's on a bracelet, too. So what they're like, they felt sorry for him. They're like, yo, let him just be out, Dada. He's on a bracelet. Like, what actually happened? Like, what actually happened that made, like, them take 3 months? Like, did Gucci Mane not even care, not even say nothing? Like, they say that they said something right there when boys came. Like, what actually happened, Gigi? That shit different.
Happened for 3 months. In addition to that I thought was quite embarrassing was that an FBI agent says they don't have the resources to keep their eye on an individual. This is allegedly an individual that committed a crime that they then didn't watch to see if the guns were present, if the jewelry was present. And what didn't we hear today? What we didn't hear today is there is no contract, this mystery contract. They have no contract. They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence. What they have is they have allegedly 5 individuals, one of them being a very well-known individual that is allegedly cooperating with the government and making these allegations against my client and many more. I'm going to take like 1 or 2 questions and then we're going to scoot.
Well, the feds took that personally. In a new filing from yesterday, the government argued that Pooh Shiesty should not be allowed out under any circumstances. Writing, no condition of release can protect the community or witnesses against Williams Jr. from the danger he poses. The prosecutors went on to say, the danger here is concrete. Williams Jr. himself has shot at least 2 people. He leads a Memphis street gang of roughly 100 members. He's a man who can summon an armed entourage.
Well, he should have summoned that armed entourage, unarmed them and told them niggas to do a Million Man March, nigga. We're going into Gucci Man's office, we're going to have our talk, instead of just fucking, like, what the fuck, Pooh Shiesty, like, what the fuck, like, niggas just don't think, like, niggas ain't thinking, bro. You just, like, you're doing better than most of the world. I mean, to a lot of fucking regular YNs out here, or people who's wearing Pooh Shiesty masks, like, you're doing better than a lot of people who's wearing Pooh Shiesty masks, Why the fuck go crash out, because you're signed to something, Why didn't you just try to talk it out, go about it the way that you was about to go about it, or just whatever the case may be, like, why the fuck did you crash out? And then your pops was there, he helped you. And why the hell did the government, he was on a bracelet, how the hell did the government still fucking never locked him up? That nigga went, yo, bro, that nigga was on a bracelet, and he's and was out on a bracelet, and he did that. He's tripping, bro. That dude, like, come on, bro. You gotta have a little bit of some type of guidance, bro. Just a little, just a little, bro.
Well, god damn, they're trying to make Pooh Shiesty look like Thanos out here. And it also doesn't stop there. The feds also say they have video footage tied to the alleged Pooh Shiesty robbery case. And this might be the worst damning footage ever. The feds claim they have the video footage that was taken by Big 30, where Pooh Shiesty allegedly had Gucci.
And you know what's crazy? I thought you get it back in blood. So why the hell you over here just trying to rob this man back? I thought you got it back in blood. Like, if it was like that serious, bro, like, what the hell is the situation about?
On video, verbally confirming that Pooh Shiesty is no longer 1017. It says here in a new document, unsatisfied with merely obtaining the written release of contract, Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, announced that he wanted to film RD, Gucci Mane, and Wright Jr. recorded RD on his cell phone, stating that Pooh Shiesty is dropped from 1017. All the while, co-defendants DeMarcus Glover, who had entered the recording room as the altercation ensued, blocked the door holding the Draco. And this is the depiction as follows. To the left, Williams Sr. holding the document in the recording room, also featured are Williams Jr. in the back and RD, aka Gucci Mane, in yellow. Now, whenever this video gets released to the public, it is going to be one of the most craziest days on social media. We get to see Gucci Mane in a whole different light, being under duress by Pooh Shiesty and his guys, verbally releasing Pooh Shiesty from his contract. Now, Pooh Shiesty's crew thought because they deleted this footage from their cell phones that it would never be.
Nah, they're gonna have to show that video. We need to see the video, bro. We want to see the video, bro, because right now the Gucci Mane got his hand in his pocket and his other hand in his other pocket. Like, why the fuck you got your hands in your pockets and Pooh Shiesty just standing there? So I was like, yo, we don't, like, what you mean? Anybody? He got his hands in his pockets, bro. He's chilling.
Recovered. That was probably stupid mistake number 850. As we just saw with the Fulio case that just concluded, no matter what you delete in your phone, the Fed.
You know what's crazy too? Gucci Mane, he probably wanted to be silent, wanted to have a surprise for Pooh, like, yo, I'm gonna give, when I see Pooh, I'm gonna give him this, I'm gonna give Pooh this, and I'm gonna give Pooh that. And Pooh, didn't even understand, he probably just went off like, yo, this nigga haven't came and give me nothing, He's like, that, he haven't shown no love like that. I bet. That's crazy. He probably was gonna hook you up, Pooh. He probably was gonna hook you up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He knows how it is coming home from jail, you need it, you know what I'm saying? So
always have a way to get it back.
But I just want you to watch for a few minutes what is occurring in this screen recorded video on his iCloud. Look at that time, 8:30, 8:40. That's a work day.
That he's showing that they be getting the thing from the recorder from the phones after the fact. So they're trying to say that Gucci Mane didn't have that camera footage. The one who had the camera footage of that was Big 30, and because Big 30 had the camera footage of that, Gucci Mane probably was gonna let it go, Dada, because it took them 3 months, so probably Gucci Mane wasn't even gonna fucking do whatever he did, Dada, whatever case may be. But at the end of the day, Dada, he did it because they started playing with his name. You know what I'm saying? Saying that, oh yeah, he's dropped from it, this is that, all this shit, Dada. So they was like, yo, you know what? Damn. So Gucci Mane went about it that way, Dada. That shit hit different. Yo, Gucci, you should have just been leveled up, Dada. You should have had some fucking hooligans over there, Dada. Like, what the fuck? And then where's Femiamo, Fragiano? Where's Fragiano, Dada? Like, what's going on?
What we're going to do is you're going to see the screen get bigger because obviously I'm reading, and it is what it is. Government's response to defendant's motion for review of the detention order and for release on conditions. This means now we ain't going Pooh Shiesty. Y'all can see the table of contents and all this, and we just going to get straight into it. Defendant Lontrell Williams Jr. stands charged with kidnapping, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, Hobbs Act extortion, and conspiracy to the same. He was ordered detained after Magistrate Judge Tolliver appropriately determined that Williams Jr. posed both a flight risk and a danger to the community if released. Williams Jr. now moves to revoke this detention order and requests the court impose conditions of release. However, his detention was and continues to be appropriate under 3142G factors. For the following reasons, this court should deny the defendant's motion and request for an order setting conditions of release and should continue Williams Jr.'s detention pending trial. Procedural and factual background. Williams Jr. orchestrated an armed kidnapping and robbery while on federal home confinement. On January 10, 2026, Williams Jr. and his 8 co-conspirators perpetrated the armed kidnapping and robbery of 3 victims in a Dallas, Texas music recording studio. Williams Jr., a popular recording artist.
That's crazy, Dada. Kidnapping, what, like they kidnapped fucking Gucci Mane? Like what's going on, bro?
Who performs under the moniker Pooh Shiesty, also leads a Memphis-based street gang referred to as the Chopper Gang. At the time of the offense, Williams Jr. resided in North Texas, fulfilling the final months of a 63-month sentence for conspiracy to possess firearms in furtherance of violent and drug trafficking crimes in violation of 18 U.S.C. 9240, United States versus Lontrell D. And it says right here, as Memphis detective Paul Petty, that's a damn superhero name, but whatever, previously explained to this court in the May 27, 2026 hearing regarding co-defendants Kadarius Waters' pretrial detention, the Chopper Gang is Memphis-based clique of Grape Street Crips that have been known to participate in homicides, robberies, carjacking, firearm offenses, and narcotics trafficking. Williams Jr. is the co-founder of the gang, which has close to 100 or more members. Oh, y'all thugging with the Chopper Gang. I didn't know it was that deep. Anyways, as part of his sentence, Williams Jr. was required to reside in a Frisco, Texas apartment and was supervised by case managers with a Bureau of Prisons, BOP, contractor, Volunteers of America, VOA. Williams Jr.'s home detention included, among other things, requirements that he would not own or possess any dangerous weapon, associate with persons having a criminal record, or consume alcoholic beverages, unless given specific permission to do so otherwise. Williams Jr. was required by these conditions to remain at his place of residence, but Williams Jr. routinely failed to abide by these conditions throughout the course of
They showed the whole group chat, Dada. The whole group chat's full of fellas, Dada. The whole group chat, Dada. They done showed the whole group chat. They done this nigga done went in the building with man. His fathers probably came like this shit get crazy, Dada.
His home confinement assisted in skirting these requirements through the help of collusive VOA employees. Investigators have now learned that Williams Jr. was involved in an inappropriate relationship with at least one of his VOA case supervisors, and that this VOA employee was actively involved in entering fake day passes that would allow Williams Jr. to travel to unapproved locations while he was supposed to be confined to his residence. This misconduct extended to the day of the kidnapping itself on January 10th, 2026.
My boy, the Dada bagged the fucking, the probation officer, whatever the case may be, the Dada had whatever the case may be, had the case officer, the Dada, he bagged the shorty, the Dada, and she let him go on day passes here. He was just free. He was free. He was hitting it, the Dada. Pooh Shiesty was standing on business. Well, Pooh Shiesty was standing on business, the Dada. So he actually thought about this shit all the way to the Gucci incidents, which that means that nigga was just automatically putting shit together like, yo, I'm gonna have a day pass, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Gucci man, when we see him, it's all rap, he wants to play, I bet.
I was like, to me, the feds are slick saying, yo, had this person not even made him feel empowered and basically allowed him to leave, this robbery that was supposed to happen with Roderick Davis, this shit wouldn't even happen. Let's continue on because this is a longer video because that boy was dumb as hell. It's all over. On that day, the employee entered 3-day passes, allowing Williams Jr. to travel and contacted him 19 times over the course of the day. VOA later terminated the employee for this conduct. Despite having VOA employees actively assisting him and starting the requirement.
What the hell? Contacting like, what the fuck? 19 times? The fuck they was talking 19 times?
Of his home confinement, Williams Jr. still managed to be formally written up for violating his conditions on at least 4 occasions. These included providing a cold urine sample on November 8, 2025, which was documented as a refusal. Failing to appear for his urinalysis on January 30th, 2026, to which he claimed he was unable to secure transportation. Failing to report for his biweekly check-in on March 3rd, 2026, and claiming that he did not have transportation to report for a scheduled urinalysis appointment on March 21st, 2026. When Williams Jr. asked if he could report the next morning for his test, VOA approved this request, yet he still failed to report. On the afternoon of the offense, Williams Jr. was written up for being at an unapproved location. VOA records support the statements provided by the victims and witnesses that Williams Jr. was called and instructed to return to his home immediately, but he ultimately failed to do so. 2, Williams Jr. planned and executed the premeditated armed kidnapping to extort his way out of a recording contract. On the day of the offense, Williams Jr. lured Gucci Mane, a music industry executive and owner of a record label, and the other victims to Dallas under the guise of participating in a business meeting. Williams Jr. had been signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 record label for over 5 years. Though throughout much of the relationship, Williams Jr. was federally incarcerated. During his incarceration, Lontrell Williams Sr., father and purported business manager, made numerous unsuccessful attempts. And you can see right here, they're talking about the FDO shit and everything. And basically said F the feds, which it is what it is. So made numerous unsuccessful attempts to renegotiate the terms of Williams Jr. contract with Gucci Mane, including trying to obtain the rights to Williams Jr.'s master recordings. Once Williams Jr. was released to home confinement in October 2025, he personally continued to push these negotiations. While Gucci Mane remained open to negotiating certain aspects of Williams Jr.'s contract, such as his album payouts, Gucci Mane was adamant he would not give Williams Jr. the rights to his masters. It was under the pretext of continuing these negotiations that Gucci Mane believed he was invited to Dallas. On January 10, 2026.
So Gucci Mane, dumbass, was already going back and forth with this nigga. This nigga's already, you already know this nigga's a fucking crash out. So you already think it's schmore this nigga. You underestimated this nigga. So you go to Dallas, to a meeting, and he brought the contract, like, yo, you're letting me out this fucking deal, like, what are you doing, You're going back and forth with this nigga, talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, No one wants to hear. It's not about the money no more, He just ain't trying to be under you no more, and you knew that, so you should have been equipped, to how you coming, No cartel's gonna go to another fucking a meeting with someone who's agitated, of how you treating them, without being ready to give them one to the fucking head, and GTA, like, what the heck? Like, you wasn't ready to give one to the head to Pooh Shiesty if he was going to fucking try to do something stupid? It's a lot of money online. It's this thing, you know, he be crashing out. Like, that's different, Dada. Okay. I mean, and then you just let this shit happen, Dada.
Gucci Mane traveled to Texas to attend this meeting with his photographer, close friend BP, and 2 former police officers, security guards, CW and TD. Pooh Shiesty arrived at the recording studio meeting with Williams Sr., his fellow Chopper Gang leader and Memphis recording artist, Rodney Wright Jr., a.k.a. Big 30, his close friends, Kadarius Waters, and 5 other Confederates at the studio. Williams Jr. spoke on the phone with what the victims believe was his parole officer, telling the person he was speaking to he was not supposed to be out. After this call, Williams Jr. asked to speak with RD in the soundproof recording room adjoining the main control room, with Williams Sr. and Wright Jr. then joining the 2 in the recording room. Once inside the recording room, Williams Jr. demanded Gucci Mane release him from his recording contract and produced a printed contractual release for Gucci Mane to sign. And then it says a master recording is the original definitive recording of a musical work. Y'all know what masters are. A copy of this release, printed by Williams Sr. at Staples hours before the offense, was later recovered from Williams Sr.'s emails. Gucci said, hell nah, refused to sign the presented release paperwork, prompted Williams Jr. to instruct Big 30 to bring him his bag. When Big 30 returned with the bag, Pooh Shiesty produced a Draco, described by the victims as a chopper, pointed it at Gucci Mane's head and repeated his demand that Gucci sign the release of the contract.
Damn, so they got Big 30 in it, Dada. This is how I say Big 30 came through with the chopper. Pooh Shiesty, Dada, grabbed it, Dada. Like, what? Why would you let all this shit be happening in front of you? Because you're with the 2 cops? Like, what, the 2 cops is gonna save you, Dada? Like, you should have been like, yo, you know I'm with 2 officers, Dada. That's what you should have said. Like, yo, you know there's 2 officers right here. Nigga. Like, what are you doing, Dada? Yeah, you tripping, Dada.
Contract. Well, damn. Unsatisfied with merely obtaining the written release of the contract, Williams Jr. announced that he wanted Gucci Mane, and Big 30 recorded Gucci Mane on his cell phone, stating that Pooh Shiesty dropped from 1017, all while co-defendant DeMarcus Glover, who had entered the recording room as this altercation ensued, blocked the door holding a Draco. So now they said it actually wasn't Big 30 that was holding the door. So here you go right here. This is so goddamn stupid, bro. This is the video right here. Never mind. So here you go. Example 00 depicting Williams Sr. holding a document in the recording room. Also featured are Williams Jr. in black and RD in yellow. Government example 1 as 05 depicting Glover holding a Draco in front of the recording room door. Right, example 1 at 1111 depicting RD releasing Williams Jr. from his contract. And then y'all see a Draco is a distinct firearm that resembles an AK-47 styled rifle. So there y'all have it. Y'all have it. The feds have the video. They watched this shit. These dummies were so damn stupid. This is one of the things where people had to go, yo, Pooh Shiesty, bro, you just screwed your goddamn self. There's parts where you film and there's parts where you don't film, right? And one of the things that people often fail to do is not film the shit they're not supposed to film. This is why when you see Vlad or Adam or Cam Capone and these cats who have had their...
Well, he wanted signature. He told homie to film, but he should have never filmed the dude that was holding the strap that was near him. He should have just had the camera on fucking Gucci. That's it, Dada. But he's like, oh, let me just film the whole thing, you know, off the drink too much. He just had too much drink, Dada. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not paying attention, Dada. Oh shit, I forgot, Dada. How you forget, Dada, that your boy's right there holding the, like, yo, Dada. It's being careless, Dada. Very careless people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is.
Videos subpoenaed and all this shit. The feds or the state are hoping to catch the beginning parts of some illegal shit if it happened. I'm not saying that is happening, but I'm telling you that's the reason why they do that. Let's continue on reading because shit gets way worse. If you can hit that like button, this is a longer video, but y'all have to get the whole entire shit so nobody can give y'all some goddamn perspective that ain't even true because they didn't read everything. But there you go. Gucci Mane's signature and verbal release contract. Williams Jr. robbed Gucci Mane of approximately $450,000 worth of personal property, including his wedding band, a watch, a pair of earrings, and the cash Gucci Mane was carrying in his pocket. With signed release and Gucci Mane's jewelry in hand, Williams Jr. and Wright Jr. forced Gucci Mane back into the control room at gunpoint, hands raised like a bitch. There, the violence continued with Wright Jr. and two other co-conspirators blocking the exit door with firearms drawn, while the other co-conspirators robbing MM and BP at gunpoint. During the offense, MM has described that he was choked to the point of near unconsciousness, while BP was recounting.
What he said, the data that he came through with his hands up, the data. Like Gucci Mane was acting like what Gucci Mane like a bitch. That shit's different, the data. Gucci Mane, the data got Gucci Mane, the data. That shit hit different, the data.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up? I'm at work. How y'all doing?
What's poppin',
Happy
Friday? What's up
Friday
with
to
you, the
everybody.
data?
At work.
All right, the data. You dug in the data?
Yeah.
I feel it. We over here talking about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci, the data.
I'm hearing it. I'm listening to it right now while I'm doing it.
All right.
To the investigators that Williams Jr. held the barrel of his Draco to the back of his head. Williams Jr. and his co-conspirators subsequently exited the larger office building encompassing the music studio through one set of doors, while RD, MMCW, and TD left through the other and called the police. So these niggas didn't just goddamn go down there to the police station. They called for help. Help! At the detention hearing, the magistrate judge correctly assessed Williams Jr.'s danger to the community and fight risk and ordered he be detained. Williams Jr. was apprehended at his Frisco, Texas apartment on the morning of April 1st, 2026, and he made his initial appearance in front of the Honorable Magistrate Judge Tolliver on April 3rd, 2026. His probable cause and detention hearings were held on April 8, 2026, where FBI Special Agent Pamela Hansen testified for the government. At the conclusion of this hearing, the court ordered Williams Jr. to be detained, finding that the weighted evidence against the defendant is strong. She was particularly troubled by his prior criminal history and Williams Jr.'s participation in criminal activity in this case while under supervision. The court further highlighted his history of violence and weapons charges, his history of substance abuse, and determined that Williams Jr. violated the most restrictive of conditions that were imposed by the BOP. Therefore, Judge Tolliver could not find there's any condition or combination of conditions she could impose now. They're almost the same. That would reasonably assure Williams Jr. appearance as required in safety of the community or another person released. Then they go on to talk about the legal standard, which we're not doing none of this shit.
Yo, Friday, I'm muting your shit because the wind is a thing. I'm just gonna mute it. If you need a thing, you need to talk, just unmute it. You heard?
But it does hold fact for the argument and analysis. Neither the facts and circumstances of the offense nor Williams Jr. personal characteristics have improved since April 8th detention hearing. In fact, the strength of the government's case has only increased, including through locating the contract of Williams Jr. forced RD to sign and video of RD's kidnapping and extortion itself. The evidentiary gaps that Williams Jr. used as a foundation for his filing have now closed. Almost equally pervasive in Williams Jr. request is the thing that he has previously demonstrated compliance with the conditions of home confinement. However, subsequent ongoing investigation into Williams Jr. behavior once released from BOP paints a different picture.
That's crazy, the data, because at the end of the day, the data, Pooh Shiesty, the data, it's like Pooh Shiesty did this shit to himself. Yeah, niggas helped them. Someone held the door. Someone fucking thing. But he was actually the one that was in charge of everything, told everything to be happening, let everything. Like, this is his idea. So he shouldn't be mad at nobody, but niggas followed them. Niggas followed him to his own fucking, I don't even know what to say, demise or career demise or just freedom the data again took from him the data. He bugged out, GG. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, why did you come up with this idea? And why the fuck did these niggas follow you? Like, Big Dirty, why you bring the gun in there, the data? You should be like, yo, you don't even need a strap, the data. Like, fuck all that, the data. Let's beat this nigga silly.
Picture. With his repeated failure to comply with the terms of his home confinement, further underscoring the lengths that he will go to subvert conditions set by the court or government authority and danger he possesses to the community if released. As explored below, all four sections of 3142G factors weigh heavily in the favor of Williams Jr. detention, and no condition or combination of conditions exists that could reasonably mitigate these risks. Then when it talks about basically how these niggas was violent as hell. We're going to get to the actual.
Nah, them niggas, the Dada is real as fuck, the Dada. That sounds like a crazy, it's dumb as fuck, but at the end of the day, the Dada, they had it covered. They ran up on the cop, the Dada. Whatever's going on, the Dada, they knew the cop was a cop. He said, Pooh Shiesty knows me, the Dada, so he knew that they was holding, so they had to be packing, nigga. So they packed, yo, back the fuck up, give me your things, the Dada, give me your straps, whatever the case may be, so nobody, you know what I'm saying? They grabbing shit, but they wanted to disarm shit, the Dada. They dumb as hell, but at the end of the day, it was a situation that they was arguing about, the Dada, and being institutionalized, the Dada, make you think just into like mad, like thinking that you could use force in certain situations when you couldn't use force in this type of situation. This situation was, you have to be unforceful with the situation, the Dada. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Release contract, because it's pretty standard. It's pretty easy. But all the blogs running the bullshit said they only have screenshots. No, fool. They have all of this shit. And the problem with all of this stuff is they could have avoided all of this shit. And they decided not to. See, one thing for certain, two things for sure. They didn't, meaning the feds didn't jump on this immediately because they had to take their time. So when you hear pander bears like Mogan not say shit and they're trying to sway and say, well, why wouldn't the feds just sit up there and just arrest him the day of? They had an ankle monitor on him. They knew where the hell he was. They're not worried about the figurehead. No, they're worried about the 8 other people. That's like y'all saying to your goddamn coworkers, hey, man, you know, everybody about to be fired. But you only tell one person, and this person happens to be the fucking manager. No, you don't tell the goddamn manager, hey, man, everybody about to be fired. No, you bring everybody in. And so the manager, dumbass, can look befuddled as well. Like, I didn't know this was coming. I'm being fired too. Because if you don't, you run the risk of everybody running like roaches. And one thing that the hood figures know is when you turn on that light, roaches scramble. But let's finish this one out. The victim's statements provided to law enforcement on the day of the offense, as well as their statements and subsequent.
No lie, that ain't make no sense. That ain't make no sense, the Dada. Like, you commit a crime on a bracelet, robbery, and the feds just let you just be around. Like, what the fuck, the Dada? You could have jaywalked, nigga. They're about to lock your ass up, nigga. So what the fuck they gonna let you walk around, the Dada? Yeah, maybe they wanted to catch more people, that they probably wanted to see what the heck was going on. You know what I'm saying? Or what's happening or whatnot, the Dada. That's a finny no eye.
Interviews with investigators recount that they feared they would be executed by Williams Jr. and his fellow co-conspirators. This fear is not unfounded. During the robbery that famously led to Williams Jr.'s previous federal conviction, 2 victims were shot and wounded. For the victims and witnesses of Williams Jr.'s instant offense, the trauma of the incident has not dissipated in the subsequent months, with security officer CW recounting the fear he and his family still experienced in a letter to the court. Damn. So y'all went to the niggas' last victims? Shit. Well, damn. Anyways, the weight of the evidence against Williams Jr. is extraordinarily strong. The Brun Williams Jr. argument in his favor of his pretrial release is premised on his perception that the weight of the evidence in this case does not support detention. But in arguing this factor, disregards a substantial portion of the government's case. That case includes the cooperation of all 5 victims and witnesses, cell phone location data, and surveillance video placing the co-conspirators at the scene, and the video Wright Jr. filed of RD in the recording room being forced to declare that Williams Jr. was dropped from his label and released from his contract. Judge Tolliver called this evidence strong on April 8th on a record that did not yet include the release paperwork or the video. Both have now been recovered. Among other evidence, the government case includes not 1, but 5 cooperating victims and witnesses. And it says, Williams Jr. motions erroneously asserts that the sum total of government's case rests solely on a single victim, RD, who he further claims has now publicly recanted preliminary, is telling that Williams Jr. provides no exhibits, evidence, or context or citations to support the represented assertion in his filing that any victims of this offense have publicly recanted, aside from the conclusory assertions of the same. Conclusory assertions of the same. The government is presently unaware of any statements made by any of the victims in any way that challenge the consistent narrative provided to law enforcement since the very date of the incident that RD was forced to sign a release of contract at gunpoint by Williams Jr., that he was then forced to provide a verbal release captured on video. In April 2026, and each co-conspirator had been apprehended. Investigators conducted follow-up interviews with all 5 investigators. Each remained consistent with their prior accounts, meaning all that shit y'all was saying that Gucci Mane did not talk to the police. Yeah, his ass did in April. Each remained consistent with their prior accounts and reaffirmed their cooperation with the prosecution. Williams
in April, but it happened in January. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is let's get a little further, because maybe they're going to talk about the double down, because they're trying to say everybody double down on it.
Jr. contention that the single witness has recanted is unsubstantiated by anything in this motion and refuted by the victims and witnesses, consistent with the accounts of the offense. The victim statements are corroborated by the digital and physical evidence gathered in the course of this investigation. The government provided physical evidence at the April 8th detention hearing. Leg monitor data, surveillance footage, and a receipt from Staples and social media posts of stolen jewelry. Since then, it has recovered a copy of the release contract and video kidnapping, both of which corroborate the victim's accounts. William Jr.'s claim that no physical evidence exists is flatly wrong. Even at its juncture with the forensic review of seized devices and warrants returns still ongoing. On a record this strong and still growing, the weight of evidence factor favors detention more heavily than it did when Magistrate Judge Tolliver first waited. The defendant's premature jurisdiction argument does nothing to rebut the strength of the evidence, and moreover, fails as a matter of law. Williams Jr. argues that there is a genuine question whether the charged conduct is a federal crime and that this should weigh against his detention. He's wrong. As a threshold matter, this argument challenges only the kidnapping charges. Even if Williams Jr. were to prevail, the Hobbs Act extortion and conspiracy counts would remain. Briefly entertaining the merits of his jurisdiction argument, notwithstanding that the proper vehicle to raise and legit this concern is through a motion to dismiss. Williams Jr. misunderstands what 1201A requires. The government satisfies the interstate commerce nexus by showing that the defendant used any means, facility, or instrumentality of interstate or foreign commerce in committing or furthering the offense. Fifth Circuit pattern, jury instructions 2.54. A cell phone is such instrumentality, and the Fifth Circuit has repeatedly upheld its use in furtherance of an offense as sufficient to meet this element. Damn. So if I make a call,
so did they actually just I bet so boom, they get locked up, right? They don't make no statements or whatever the case may be. Then they make a statement. Then the boys get on then they retract their statement. But the cops lock everybody up and get videos, text messages and stuff, and they put everything together themselves. So now they actually fucked up.
Just to do some shit in his cross state lines, that's fair shit. They telling y'all, bro, it don't matter. Hey, bro, United States versus Anderson, finding that 1201A, a jurisdictional element, met with a defendant and other robbers' use of cell phones before, during, and after the robbery to communicate while traveling to maintain lookouts during the robbery and to schedule a meeting to divide the stolen property. That does make a shit ton of sense, because it's basically saying if y'all plan some shit in another state to do some shit in another state, that's fair shit, which you, yeah, no shit. Anyways, can be classified as means, facility, or instrumentality of interstate or foreign commerce. In this case,
damn, that shit ain't fat shit, because it was there, but they saying, oh yeah, they came from another state, but they was there. Like,
Williams Jr. used a cell phone to, among other things, send text messages to RD coordinating the January 10th meeting and to converse with a VOA employee from the music studio prior to the offense regarding his ongoing non-compliance with his home confinement location requirements. He encouraged Wright Jr. to capture RD's verbal release of contract using Wright's Jr.'s cell phone, and he sent call to arms to a group chat containing Chopper gang members using encrypted cell phone messaging application Signal in the days leading up to the offense to gather an entourage to accompany to him to Dallas. Basically, he probably used that WhatsApp shit to tell these niggas to pull the fuck up. And you can see right here. I don't know if this is WhatsApp. I've never been on that. It say, I need 6:30 for Saturday, pulling up on WAP, plus 2 drivers. Overstood. What we need to do. Bet. I'm there. Pull up on them where I need to get to. Then it say, we there. Let me know. I need drivers. 30. Where you at? Bet. When y'all trying to leave out, finna leave to A. It's on Sheisty and who he picked to come. I got the cat, the TRX, these hoes drinking gas though, and everybody can't go because house at all. These folks be tripping. Everybody get in touch with his, I don't know what the hell that is. ASAP, y'all seeing it as clear as I'm seeing it. ASAP 911 is serious. Be ready.
That's crazy, the data. That's pulling up on WAP, the data. What the hell, GG? These niggas, the data was. They didn't even think about it. The data. They didn't think this stupid ass, this message right there. It was just like, I bet I need 6. He just asked for 6 people. Come with me, the data. Get right, the data. We're gonna pull up on what we're gonna talk about, and then this happened. You lose your whole situation. It can't be real.
So y'all ain't driving, bruh. Some shit. I don't know what the hell it say. It say above Williams Jr. using the name Michael Myers discussing needing 6:30 or certified, which is believed to be referred to certified gang members or 2 drivers for that Saturday, January 10, 2026, featured in the chat or responses from other members, defendant Dan Fu, a.k.a. Terrence Rogers, and Glizzy, a.k.a. Darian McDaniel. This evidence is more sufficient to surpass the jurisdictional hurdle of federal prosecution for this kidnapping, and Williams Jr. assertion that defendant's phone itself must be used across state lines in furtherance of the kidnapping simply misunderstands the law. And that is true.
Them niggas did say leaving the A. What the fuck? They would have never said leaving the A and all this shit. They would have been strizzy. Well, not straight, but it would never been. You know what I'm saying? They had a bigger chance of being in it.
You can't say this ain't Fed time when you call for some hyenas from out of state. Williams' final argument rests on I don't know what the hell that is. What is that? Scrinvers? I don't know. Anyways,
This nigga said hyenas, hyenas. Ooh. My boy said hyenas, calling up the hyenas.
Scrinvers error. Anyways, in a complaint in his claim that the 4 months had passed without anyone correcting it. But Williams Jr. own pleading shows S.A. Hansen corrected the error at the probable cause hearing once it was raised. Magistrate Judge Tolliver then found the government had met its burden, holding that there's probable cause to believe that you committed the law violations alleged in the criminal complaint and that the weight of the evidence against Williams Jr. in this case is strong. The correction carried through on all subsequent process. And since the initial detention hearing, a grand jury in this district has returned a true bill against Williams Jr. on these charges. The complaints, inadvertent reference to the control room rather than the recording room, does nothing to weaken the government's case and fails to provide any justification for Williams Jr. pretrial release. Williams Jr.'s history and characteristics paint him as a violent felon, unwilling and unable to follow court-imposed rules. Yeah, no shit. On the day of the kidnapping and robbery, Williams Jr. was still serving a 63-month release. We don't even got to get into all that. What I want to do is show y'all how stupid these niggas is. Williams Jr.'s Chopper Gang affiliates have been on law enforcement radar since at least 2018. In December 2019, Memphis Police Department officers executed a search warrant at Williams Jr. residence and found him sitting on a Glock 22 pistol along with a 50-round drum magazine loaded with approximately 24 rounds, marijuana, and bulk currency. In July 2020, Williams Jr. reportedly threw fireworks at a gas station, drove away and returned in the same vehicle. At which point, the occupant of the vehicle shot at the gas station. Y'all Memphis niggas is different. You try to blow this shit up with fireworks and pop back up in the same court? Yeah, I'm staying the fuck out of Memphis, bro. Y'all need the National Guard to stay there permanently. On October 9, 2020, Williams Jr. drove a lime green McLaren with a fellow Chopper Gang leader to commit armed robbery, as he would later do in the instant case. Williams Jr. arranged a meeting under the guise of a business transaction, telling his victims that he wanted to buy sneakers, codeine, and marijuana, and to discuss his McLaren rental terms. Instead, Williams Jr. and his associates brandished firearms. Williams Jr. ultimately shot one victim with his Draco. Damn, for real? I thought he did the shit with a pistol. He shot him with a Draco? Sheesh. His fellow gang leader shot a second. The entire incident was caught on surveillance video like this shit. This is a disturbing pattern of behavior. If this pattern of violence was not enough, in May 2021, while out on state bond, Williams Jr. shot a security guard at a club as he and his entourage were being removed from the venue. Prior to this assault, Williams Jr. had performed at this very club and had traveled to this performance armed. Williams Jr. has previously demonstrated an inability to comply with terms of supervision. Williams Jr. says his conduct since his release speaks for itself. And on that matter, the government concurs. But unfortunately for Williams Jr., his assertions that he reported for every urinalysis and complied with all the conditions of home detention without exception, are easily refuted by the records obtained from the VOA. In months surrounding the offense, VOA formally documented at least 5 violations for Williams Jr.'s conditions. He provided a code. We ain't even finna get into all that. Basically, we already got into all that before.
Damn, the Dada, your boy's, I don't know, bro. Your boy's done, the Dada. This nigga just, Pooh, the Dada, he just dug himself in the hole. Not knowing that you on, like the feds is watching your ass, the Dada. They're not fucking with you, bro. They're not playing with you, bro. They ain't trying to play with your ass.
But as a condition of home confinement, Williams Jr. was also required to abstain from alcohol and narcotics. Nevertheless, his text messages exposed his ongoing failure to do so, beginning around the time of his release from BOP. Below is a sampling of some of these messages. It say, just got out of shower. What you doing right now? High and drunk? You sleep? I don't know what this damn thing said right here in the blue. I can't see it. It say, what are you drinking? It say, Lizaroo? I don't know, or some shit. You asleep. Okay. So Williams Jr. Blue Bubbles responding to inquiry of what he was doing, that he was high and drunk. Williams Jr. Right Bubbles texting that he was drunk. Say baby Williams Jr. texting that he's drunk as fuck. This conduct persisted after he committed the January 10th kidnapping and extortion. And in his words, knew of the investigation on him. Yeah, no shit, nigga. Anyways, Williams Jr. Blue Bubbles in 2026 admitted getting drunk. Williams Jr.
You should have never even fucking high and drunk, the Dada. You need to stay off the high and drunk shit, the Dada. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, niggas go through 8 years and think that they still, like, living in the same time and shit like that, the Dada. Nah, it's not the same time no more, bro. Like, this is 8 years now. 8 years done passed. You know what I'm saying? That's a finny Indian no act. 8 years passed by, bro. Like, you're not in the same, you gotta grow, bro. So you're just sitting there high and drunk, the Dada. That's not what niggas do no more, bro. You just high and drunk your ass right back into a cell, the Dada, for a whole nother fucking 15 years or some shit, the Dada. That don't even make sense, the Dada. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be like that shit, and it wasn't even worth it, though. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy, bro. Can't be realistic, the Dada. That's a fact, the Dada. So, Pooh Shiesty did wrong. Gucci Man did wrong. Because Gucci Man should have protected. Oh, Gucci Man do wrong. Gucci Man should have protected his shit, the Dada. You already was going back and forth with this nigga, the Dada. You should already been on timing, bro. Pooh Shiesty just crashed out for no fucking reason, the Dada. I've never seen somebody just want to crash out so bad, bro. I'm like, nigga, chill out. Somebody should have told that nigga, chill the fuck out, nigga. Like, yo, chill, woosah, bro. Woosah, nigga, you good, the Dada. Go count some money, nigga. Like, at least you could do that. Go eat something, the Dada. Go get some good-ass food, the Dada. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stand on business. So we got to stand on business, the Dada. We got to stand aware, the Dada, you know? Life's what you make it, GG. You can't love it, you can't hate it. It's going to be simply what you make it. Remember, God chose you because you knew he could trust you. God's best kept secret. GG, the Dada's hyenas. Let's go, the Dada.